music. Midnight 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 music.
Well, hello. I know Mr. YLP, so hey, Mr. YLP, what's going on? Welcome to our meat slapping majesty pre-show. Why is
There was a lot of meat slapping in Miami, let me tell you. And I'm not talking about dicks. I'm talking about actual meat. Let me start off this story, all right, with $1,000 steak.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
you're telling me you had $1,000 steak? I'm missing. Speaking of meat, I'm missing the meat slapping majesty like actual logo.
image. That's fine. It's there in spirit.
Let me find it. But talk to me about this right now.
So this was night 2. We flew in Thursday night. So this is actually Friday night.
Okay.
For night 2. Friday night, we go to this place called Poppy Steakhouse.
All right.
And first off, we sit down, and Johnny Manziel and his crew get the table across from us.
Oh, that alcoholic Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel, psychopath.
Was he drinking water?
No. It was first off, Poppy Steakhouse was like a steakhouse, but also like a club.
Okay.
So they had a DJ and like EDM music and like Bad Bunny remixes while you're eating steak.
Nice.
So it was a 55-ounce Wagyu steak.
What?
Yeah, on the bone.
On the bone, 55 ounces.
For $1,000.
Why?
Because they also do, like, when you order the steak, like, they turn the music down, air horn. You get a song of your choice being remixed in with the DJ.
Oh my
The whole
God.
wait staff comes out with like a blowhorn, and like literally the fucking steak, Ricky, I shit you not, comes out in a Money in the Bank briefcase.
Did you take a picture?
Dude, I'll show you the videos. I'll send you the videos after we're done here. But like, it comes out in a fucking briefcase. They're holding it up like it's a Jew at a wedding, right? Like,
They're doing the horror?
Yeah, the horror. They come down, music's playing, they're all chicks saying, let's fucking go. They open the briefcase, it's filled with ice, smoke fucking everywhere, and they brand the motherfucker.
What?
They brand the steak right in front of you. So they bring this shit out.
What is going on in the store?
They open the suitcase full of ice, smoke everywhere, going, fuck yeah! Yeah! Like going crazy. Like, do it again! Do it again! They open it again, we're going crazy. Like,
My
and then
God.
dude, they just take it back and they fucking cook it. Like, that's before they cook it.
Wait, that's the meat's not even cooked yet?
No, they brand the raw meat. It's one of the craziest moments of my life. So on top of that, we got 2 porterhouses and then a shit ton of sides.
Why?
Dude, there was 11 of us.
But 2 porterhouses on top of a 55-ounce Wagyu steak?
Dude, I only had 2 pieces of that Wagyu steak, all right? Like, they cut it up for you. I had 2 pieces.
How was it?
Oh, phenomenal. The porterhouse was better, but it was absolutely incredible. So at the end of the night, we fucking get the bill. It's $3,000. We spent.
Well, yeah, you spent $1,000 on a fucking steak.
we spent it's a $3,000 dinner. Oh, and the music that came out, he fucking picked the Godfather theme. Because my buddy Chris is like Southern Italian.
Mm-hmm.
I think his mom's Sicilian, and his family is from Central South Jersey.
Okay.
So picture the Jersey Shore just going to Miami for a bachelor party.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
That's what happens.
That sounds absolutely
That's
horrible.
what happens. So then after the steak dinner, we get bottle service at this place called Club Space.
Okay.
In Miami. And this place was weird. First, it was like 3 floors. The club. And we had a table at the top floor, and it was house music. So it was like the same song for like 4 hours with minor variations. And people are just dancing, but they look like they're annoyed. Like they're dancing, but there's no emotion to it. They're like,
what time was it?
like 2 a.m. Oh, we also got there to the steakhouse like 9:30. Didn't eat until like midnight. So we got to the club around 12:30, 1 in the morning, where people are literally dancing, just not caring. It was so weird. It was just like, dude, like this. Dude, I liked the music. I got the vibe, but the music was just weird. People were smoking weed on the dance floor. The bouncer comes over. He's just like, no cigarettes, only weed, only weed. We're like, it is weed. And like, if you go to the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
There was a line for the stalls, but nobody using the urinals.
Really?
If you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
It
is Miami.
If instead of hearing flushing, you're just hearing.
Exactly.
like it's just wild. It was such a wild. This was all in one night.
Jesus.
But other than that, dude, like we would stumble home at 3 a.m, pass out for a few hours, wake up at 8:30, 9 o'clock, go over to the pool and stay there all fucking day.
Yo, how was the weather?
80s and gorgeous.
Beautiful, dude.
Not a little cloudy, so it came in. But like, dude, this pool, we say it as a standard, and it was like a mini spa and resort. So we go to the pool, like there's day beds, which first off, if you don't have
day
a day
beds
bed,
are amazing.
you're doing it wrong. Like day beds, towels, like bathrobes from the room. So you're sitting there, like, legs extended, that's chilling.
You're in like a cabana, right, or some sort
Yeah,
of yeah.
Like the waiters come over and like they just be like, "What do you want?" And you just order a $10 beer, like margaritas. Or dude, their pina colada was outstanding. Like you get food. So we just in and out the pool, the hot tub, the cold tub, all fucking day.
Well, yeah, when you have a fucking day bed and service, like yeah.
Yeah, we were there all day. Like we in Miami didn't even go to the beach.
You don't have to.
No, we didn't have to. It was cool. It was
Yeah.
incredible. I'll send you pictures of the steak. I'll put it in our Discord in a little bit. Like all the steak and the pool and the ladies and oh my god, it was incredible.
Yeah. Oh well, I think I found your new dream girl.
Oh boy.
Her name is Nikita. She's a new NXT talent, and she is thicker than a Snicker.
How do you spell it?
I'm gonna send it to you on Discord. I'm gonna send it to you on Discord like right now. Send it to your personal Discord because it's a picture of her and a picture of how she finished her debut match on NXT. God damn it! Oh, fucking hold on, I'll do it on. Why are we installing updates? Discord, come on. Oh my god. I wonder what I don't know if Kay's gonna top the story that you just told.
Absolutely not. Like, we bawled the fuck out and literally. I should record this and put it somewhere because it's such a good story. I'm gonna tell it again this Thursday when I interview my buddy Chris on Talking with Tarashuk. So we're gonna relive it.
I just sent it to you on Discord, Nikita.
Oh. Yeah, very pretty.
That's how she finished. It was literally a jumping split onto this girl's face.
Dude, that's like my ideal body type right there. Just like, dude, like she's a little thick. Like you can see it like under her hands on the waist, like a little lump. I like the lumps. Take old biddies, probably a nice round ass. I'm a fan. She's gorgeous. Like, let me go to her Instagram. Nikita at WWE. I could have guessed that.
Oh yeah. Nikita Lyons. She's apparently she's supposed to be like the daughter of rock stars or whatever. So her character backstory is like she grew up in bars and everything. I was like, oh, so you know a lot of shady people.
2 Ks. Nikk.
Yeah.
Yo, there's so much happening in wrestling. Like I did. Oh, there she is.
There's so much.
There she is.
There's so much, but I feel like there's so little.
Oh, dude, if I followed you on Instagram, I'd just go to her Instagram. It's for the first pictures of finishing move. It's just that cake on this chick's face. Maron.
Somebody said, and the thing we've been using the term jobber like it's a bad thing to be.
That's amazing. Yeah, this girl is a looker. Not too big on the face, but that's okay. I can put a hood. Yeah.
Dude, I watched what time we have? We have like 5 minutes. I still gotta think of it. I gotta think of a funny tagline for the end of his intro promo. Try to not be like Phil Mickelson. What a fucking idiot.
Dude, I saw that and I was just like, "What? you just admitted to using Saudi Arabia as leverage for your contract? What?"
It wasn't even that from like a business perspective. Here's what he said. Hey, I think it's a great idea. You know, maybe it'll help us with our PGA contract negotiations. That's where you stop. You know?
Yeah.
And then he went on to the whole, well, you do know, those guys are serious people. You know, they killed that reporter, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, Phil, don't talk about that.
Like, no, we all know that. You don't admit it.
Yeah, here's the
when you're doing business.
Yeah, I'm not scared about Phil in America. I'm scared about Phil if he goes to Saudi Arabia now.
Right? Oh, the new tour.
Yeah.
And you know that Prince is going to request Phil Mickelson. There's nothing they can do to get out of it. Like, Phil Mickelson's going to have to be dead, all right? They got Lita, all right? They can get Phil Mickelson. Although they can't get Stone Cold Steve Austin. Apparently, they really want Stone Cold.
Who doesn't want? I want Stone Cold Steve Austin to show up at my place.
WWE has thrown like $5 million at Stone Cold. He's just like, I actually have good things to say about Saudi Arabia this week.
What'd they do?
No, I'm just going to hint back to our original argument. I'm saying specifically about WWE. The rest of the country can go fuck itself.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we'll start.
They still barely let women be people, but
I love the bodysuits.
I guess there's progress in wrestling. We'll talk about it. I'll talk about it.
Yeah, we definitely will. What the fuck else is I gonna? I'll talk about 2K on the post show. I'm really excited for GM mode. I'm super excited for GM mode. I will say this. I finally logged back into my PlayStation 5 this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And like, oh yeah, we have, because it was like, oh, we got fucking some new games. Like PlayStation always gives away like 2 or 3 free games a month. So one of them was Planet Coaster, which I was like, yes, and the other one was UFC 4. So I have UFC 4 for free.
Dude, like if I could get the UFC games on PC, I would.
Oh,
although
so
I
much
think
fun.
because I think EA has a deal with
Xbox.
Steam.
Oh, really?
Where the EA, oh no, the EA games are on Steam.
Yeah.
But it is an exclusive, so scratch that.
Yeah, so I had UFC 3, and UFC 3 was really fun.
I had I think I had 1 and 3. I definitely had 1. I might have had 1 and 2.
Fun. I want to see what they made improvements in 4. But Planet Coaster is amazing.
Dude, you know, like honestly, like you just UFC really just need roster updates.
Yeah, it's become Madden at this point.
Yes, for sure. But I think they don't release them every year. Like every few years, you release one, so it's like, oh, but in a few years, it's a brand new roster with brand new champions and like you got to get the new up guys.
And they just bring in legends as they license people out.
Yeah, like I wonder what Francis Ngannou's rating is in 4 compared to in 3 compared to 4.
Yeah.
If Ngannou's even in 3, and he's the world heavyweight champion right now.
Yeah, he is. Which I think is for UFC, that's a great model, and in other sports, it's not a great model because the roster updates are there every year because of drafts and shit. But yeah, I think UFC releases their fighting games once every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, if not more, which is just like they're smart, dude. Dana White's a smart businessman, degenerate gambler, but a really smart businessman. Dude, he bets on all the fights. Like he bets on all of the fights.
Oh shit, Kavita's here. Hi, Kavita. Even though you're on a plane right now.
Where you going, Kavita?
Coming back from Cali.
Oh, did you have $1,000 stake too?
I will tell you probably not.
Thank God there was 11 of us. We all paid for Chris. So that lucky son of a bitch got a free steak meal out of that.
Speaking of which, there's you ever hear of Master Grill?
No.
It's like a Brazilian barbecue style place. So like it's kind of like tapas style.
I do love tapas.
But it's like, they give pretty much, you pay like I think $50 a person, and they give you different slices of meat like every 3 minutes.
Yeah, the first
and it's nonstop until you tell them to stop.
The first night, that's much better. The first night we did family. All our food was family style, obviously, because it was 11 of us.
Yeah.
But the first night we had to do family style, and it was like $80 a person.
Whew.
But God, dude, they gave us so much food.
Yeah.
They gave us so much food. It was pretty crazy. Oh, that last thing before that steakhouse story before we can go.
Yeah.
Our fucking waiter was out of his mind. Like
really?
We told them, we're like, we're gonna do $1,000 steak. He's like, let's go, let's fucking go, yes! And another waiter had to hold him back. Dude, I shit you, had to hold the motherfucker back. He was so amped. Like this guy was like, look, like high fives all around. Fuck yeah, yeah, yeah. And when the steak came out, he's like, that's the Wagyu, that's the porterhouse. Let's go. You need a soda. You need a drink. And at the end when dessert came out with the candles, he's like, whoa, before you eat, let me do the rundown. We got the apple strudel, the chocolate cake, tiramisu, the whole works. This
is amazing.
This guy was just out of his fucking mind. It was incredible.
Wow.
Oh,
brilliant.
It was, dude, worth every fucking penny.
Brilliant.
I would do it again. I had to be convinced to do it too, because me and Chris were the only ones who didn't want to do the $1,000 steak. But
yeah, because it's $1,000.
Yeah, right. That's what the fuck I said.
I've had $30 steaks and they're really good.
They're fine, but no, and then we did it, and they were right. I was the opposite of right, which is wrong.
All right, so let's get this going real quick then. So yeah, we're gonna do commercial free this week too. So
Oh, honey, you're speaking my language.
yeah, we got you. I have Planet Coaster to play. So as soon as you're ready to cue up the music, we can go into the preview shit.
Dude, I've been playing so much of that Pokemon game on Switch. It's incredible.
Oh, by the way, Midnight Music, the people that do all of our music, now
Yep.
I just got word they're in the process of remastering their entire catalog.
That's incredible.
Yes. So and they come up with new beats. So they're great.
Good to go?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Okay. Can you hear the music?
Yes, I can. Let's get it going.
All right. 5, 4, 3.
All right, let's
2.
do it. Yeah, we got it.
Midnight music.
Coming up this week on Kings of the Rings podcast, we've eliminated all of our roadblocks in Saudi Arabia, and now we're all systems go to WrestleMania. King Rickie and Will look back at Elimination Chamber and discuss the biggest announcements pertaining to the show of shows. Plus, a Deadman enters the hall, Ring of Honor begins their hall, Zordon is calling me, and Braun Strowman and EC3 are really serious about controlling their own narrative. And someone who needs to control their narrative is Phil Mickelson, so you probably shouldn't go to Saudi Arabia. But for the rest of you, come enjoy our recap of Elimination Chamber and the road to WrestleMania on Kings of the Rings podcast, episode 284. Enter the Mania Madness exclusively on Wrestlatic Radio, and it starts right now. Yeah, it's only like 40. It's less than 40 days till Mania.
Oh, honey, baby, let's
Yeah,
go.
it's going to be pretty
very
intense.
excited.
I am very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode 284. Enter the Mania Madness. Of course, I'm your host, King Rickie Rose, along with the founder and former birthday boy, Willie T, the Miami
It's now
made
the
man.
broke day boy, motherfucker. If you heard our pre-show, you know why I'm bankrupt.
Yes, no K Murphy this week. K Murphy is somewhere on a boat, man. They're on a boat. So it's just us men today, and we have a good amount of shit to talk about. But first and foremost, Will, I'm glad you were in Miami this whole time and you did not get a tan whatsoever.
Yeah, that's right. I did a lot of sunblock. SPF 70s, no joke, apparently. It's like I got burned on my shoulders,
Ooh.
a little bit on my nose, and my left thigh. Not my right thigh, just my left thigh.
Just the left thigh.
Just the left thigh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, even though your wallet didn't have a good time.
Dude, it's been 20. I should have been to Miami years ago with how much fun I had. It took me 27 years and 1 day to go to Miami, go to the state of Florida. And I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, I remember when we were coming back from
New Orleans.
from Mania, New Orleans, and our flight got redirected to Georgia. You're like, yes.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Jacksonville, Orlando. I was like, God damn it! I hate the state of Florida. And we got back to Atlanta. I was like, okay, I can do Atlanta. Totally fine. Happy with Atlanta.
Very, very true. You didn't. Speaking of being in Miami, so you didn't run into Mario at all, did you?
Who?
Our friend Mario from Hofstra.
No, I didn't.
Soccer player Mario.
No, he's in. He would be in Miami.
He's a bartender in Miami now. Yeah.
Of course, he's a bartender in Miami now. Shout out to Mario.
Shout out to Mario. He's never going to hear us, but shout out to Mario.
No.
And his girlfriend, I believe, Victoria, as well.
I guess his soccer career didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Mr. French, your birthday is not next. There's somebody else's birthday who's before yours. But who that might be, the world
Slack.
may never know.
It's Slack. His birthday's when we say it is.
Oh my God. But yeah, it's been an interesting week in wrestling. Of course, as soon as we get off air last week is when the next day a big announcement happens in the world of wrestling, and a long awaited announcement. And that's the announcement of The Undertaker finally going into the WWE Hall of Fame. And of course, it's going to happen in fucking Texas.
His promo video was the whole song of Sad But True. That song's like 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually it's just like a 30-second vignette or a promo package, maybe make a minute or two. He got like 6 minutes
With like a voiceover. With like a voiceover, but no voiceover. Just
yeah.
Undertaker highlights.
Sad But True.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's the only Hall of Famer. He deserves like his own night.
At this point, he's a class of one. That's what I was thinking, honestly. Because, dude, the Hall of Fame is after SmackDown on Friday.
Oh yeah, I know. It's they're doing a little bit differently this year. But I like I kind of like the idea. What I would have rather do, what if you just replace SmackDown with the Hall of Fame ceremony and do the Hall of Fame on national TV?
Yeah, but hey, Fox, let's just give you the Hall of Fame instead of SmackDown. Like
Exactly, because then guess what? You can make it a red carpet event.
Yeah, you could do a lot.
You can do a lot with it. And again, it's on national TV. You put it online with the like the NFL honors celebration, all these other different award shows, and it's a unique thing where you can even pay random ass celebrities to show up to the Hall of Fame too. Like it doesn't just have to be wrestlers.
Yeah.
You know. But they're doing a 2-for-1 thing. I mean, Taker deserves a night of his own. So it's going to be interesting to see what's happening. I will tell you this. I will be there because WWE finally did release combo tickets for Raw after Mania and the SmackDown 2-for-1.
How are we looking? Expensive or no?
How much were... They're altogether reasonable. Yes, reasonable.
Okay, I can do with reasonable.
I believe for a combo ticket, I think it was $170.
Oh, that's very reasonable.
Yeah, and I'm in like the lower bowl again.
That's 1,000% reasonable. Dude, I spent that on dinner on one night. All right, that's totally reasonable.
You think about
I'm rich now, in case you couldn't tell.
When you think about it, it's like if you're including the Hall of Fame as its own separate show, it's $60 a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So I'm interested to see what they do because like I've never been to a Hall of Fame ever. Like even when I bought combo tickets for no, not New Orleans. No, New Orleans we went to Raw on a whim.
We had tickets, but we didn't use them. Didn't you have tickets for the
No,
Hall of Fame?
no.
Dave had tickets for one of us had tickets for the Hall of Fame. We didn't go.
It wasn't me. It was me. It was in New York.
Right.
I had bought the combo tickets for everything, and then the Ring of Honor Super Show, and I was like, I'm going to the Super Show.
That's right. That's what it was.
And then I missed Bret Hart getting attacked. You know.
Dude,
decisions.
I would have loved that, seeing that in person. I would been like, dude, it's the best moment of my life.
You know, decisions. So it's only interesting to see how they pull this off, even if they pull this off at all. It's also going to be interesting to see who else goes into the Hall with Taker. Like, how do you top that? You don't.
Well, I guess we know who replaced Jeff Hardy as a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Also, who inducts Taker?
That's the question everyone's been asking. Everyone's assuming it's going to be Kane.
I don't think so.
I'm assuming it's going to be Kane. I know you want it to be Vince, but I don't think it should be Vince.
Who else wants to be HBK?
People saying it could be HBK. I wouldn't mind HBK. I would love Mick Foley.
Mick would be an interesting one, but I don't think Taker and Mick are that close.
Maybe. I would love to see Godfather or Charles Wright.
Rikishi, maybe.
Maybe. But him and Godfather are really tight. You know, someone from BSK.
That'd be cool.
I wonder, like, who gets to choose?
I believe it's the person getting inducted. Like when Booker T was getting inducted, he asked his brother Stevie Ray to give him to induct him in.
I wonder if Vince needs to give the okay.
I don't know. They've let a lot of people in. They've let a lot of wild people induct people in. Like remember when Cornette was on stage and inducted somebody?
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but you know what it is? They practice their speeches in front of Vince before the show.
Really, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. They do a run through because it's still a show.
True.
You know, so they still do a run through. So Vince does get to hear the speeches and stuff, except for that whole Kid Rock thing. That was kind of a fiasco.
I was going to say, I guess Kid Rock and Mr. T missed the memo.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if it's not Vince, Kane would be a good speech, actually. Kane is a very eloquent speaker.
He's a politician. He has to be. I think it's going to be Kane. I think it makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to keep kayfabe. Now, does Taker come out in a suit, or does he just come out like how he's looking in the picture? At this point, I don't know which I'd prefer.
I don't know if I here's the thing. The Undertaker's been on this wild, like, newfound fame.
He's like, oh my god, I can just be. He's like, I can finally be a Mark.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. YLP said Fred Durst.
Fred Durst.
The original American Badass theme song. But the Undertaker is like, he is everywhere now. Like he's doing commercials with Kevin Hart.
Dude, he did Hot Ones.
He did Hot Ones.
He did Joe Rogan.
Did he do Joe Rogan?
He did, dude. Listen to him on Rogan. It's a great interview.
Him
and Joe just talked for like 3 hours. It's incredible.
Because I think the Undertaker just has a lot to say. He just never had a chance to say it because he was keeping kayfabe for this whole time.
He was keeping kayfabe. Yeah.
You know, he recently showed up at the Bad Bunny concert.
Dude, wasn't he like ESPN Kickoff or something?
Oh no, he did College Game Day.
College Game Day, that's what it was.
He did College Game Day because they were in the University of Texas, and he's a big UT fan.
Yeah,
and
he's everywhere. I don't know how to feel, dude.
Like, so get this. So the Undertaker Bad Bunny, because I saw this. There's video of them walking down the same hallway together, getting ready for this appearance.
Dude, okay, so, where does he go next? Ready? He goes to Dancing with the Stars with the Undertaker.
Oh my god, the Undertaker shows up on like Ms. and Mrs.
Right? Hey guys.
Oh man, but the Bad Bunny and him, man. So Bad Bunny apparently shows up on the giant semi like he did at Mania for his concert.
That's awesome.
And then Taker showed up as the American Badass on his motorbike.
That's also awesome.
And he gave like a salute to Bad Bunny and then like rode off. Like, that's amazing. Like, I don't know who you build. I mean, Undertaker's the person that you build this class on, but who else goes in behind him? Who would even want to?
Dude, I would be, if I was Jeff Hardy, I'd call him like, yo, can I come in the hall? I changed my mind. I want to be in the same Hall of Fame class as Taker. It's like, dude, I was in the same Hall of Fame class as Ty Cobb. What? You were what? Like, yeah. Like, I was in the same Hall of Fame class as Derek Jeter, I think, even though he might have been alone. No, it was him and someone else. I forget.
There's someone else, yeah.
Right, but it's like, no, there's some prestige to that, even in wrestling kayfabe. Like, dude, I was in the same Hall of Fame class as The Undertaker. So, get ready, tag team who doesn't deserve it. They just need a tag team. Their time to shine.
It's just, oh, man, it's wild. So, yeah. I'm interested to see it. I'm glad that my first Hall of Fame is going to be with The Undertaker.
Yo, you know what they should do?
What?
They should also induct the Brothers of Destruction.
Yes.
Taker goes in twice in the same night.
Yeah, why not?
Could you imagine? Yeah, why the fuck not, dude?
Why not? Or so you do Taker, you do Kane, and then you do the Brothers of Destruction.
And that's the whole class?
That's the whole class?
It's just a spooky class.
All spooky people. Savio Vega's still alive, too. Savio's part of BSK.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Or maybe a group does it. I honestly wouldn't mind the group.
The group would be cool.
Like 3 or 4 people just come out and just say their piece.
What about JBL wasn't part of BSK, was he?
No, but him and Taker are really good friends.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind hearing JBL speak on him, because JBL again is a great speaker. Who's somebody who should be a politician, actually.
No, he's too evil to be a politician.
he's too much of a dick. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, dude, it just can't happen. He probably tried and just knew from jump this isn't gonna work. I'm a fucking asshole.
Tess is not going into the Hall of Fame, as sad as it is, but he's not going in, Mr. Fretz.
Who?
Mr. Fretz said induct the corporate ministry, Tess for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, Tess? Isn't he dead?
Yes, he passed away a while ago. Which is unfortunate, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see if they even build the class off of this, because, like, I can just see a bunch of Taker merch being sold like wildfire that weekend.
Yeah.
You know, so they've announced Hall of Fame, they've announced SmackDown, they've announced Raw. NXT Stand and Deliver is officially announced for the Saturday of Mania in the morning.
That sounds terrible.
It is. I'm not going.
Who wants to drink beer at like 10 a.m.?
I mean, I've done it before, but that was like, years ago.
At an arena, like watching wrestling.
Yeah, this is just a bad move, and they really need to adjust it.
Dude, those ticket sales are once you see a ticket sales there, it's like they might just cancel the show.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be embarrassing.
It's not good. You have people spending too much money as it is for all of these, and like,
Dude, and people are gonna wake up and go to the stadium. Like that's what they're gonna do.
That's my plan. Wake up, eat breakfast or brunch,
stadium.
and go to the stadium.
Like, duh. Like, what do you mean? If you're going to WrestleMania, you're tailgating at the fucking stadium as early as you can.
Yeah, literally. Those parking tickets aren't fucking cheap. You know, so the only thing that's left to be announced is what they're doing for Access, or Superstar, or Superstore Access, or whatever it's going to be. Which I'm excited about because honestly, besides WrestleCon, which just announced Lita and Trish are going to be there, oh, amazing. I love WrestleMania Access. Well, I know you had some fond memories of Access.
Access is it's like a museum. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's a living museum, and you just have random superstars walking around, and you take photos with them.
Yeah, like the signings are cool. The little matches are cool. Like every now and then, the New Day will come out and do something cool. The Elimination Chamber's there. All the merch is there.
Yeah.
Like Andre's boots and stuff are there. Like it's just such a cool. The food's tasty. It's such a cool atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really lines for anything.
No, unless it was
other than the superstar signings, there's no lines.
Yeah, you just walk up, take pictures with shit. Did you took pictures by like with DX Tank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't get a chance to do Via because I think you bailed the next day after Mania.
Because me and Nate got home at like 5 a.m. That's why.
We were gonna do the announce table recording. That would have been fucking fun.
Dude, I want to do that. It's a job application. That's what it really is.
Essentially, buy the recording and send it in.
They have the recording. It's right there in front of them.
You should just drop. You should be like Mike Jones and drop your phone number during the recording too.
Right the time I gave a podcast business card to a stripper. And I was like, why not?
Why not? You want to hear a funny story? Actually, I was online for Chipotle the other day, and I think I was wearing my King Ricky Rose sweater, which get yours because it's online at the shop right now. And some random dude is like, "Yo, do you watch wrestling?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Does anybody ever tell you look like Keith Lee?" And I go, "All the time."
You just went bask in my glory. You know, just for that, buy my meal, bask in my glory.
Yeah, right. Turns out he's a giant mark, and he works at the local GameStop as the manager. So now I have a hookup.
Amazing.
Shout out to him if he's actually listening to our show, because I told him we're on every fucking Wednesday night at 8:00. But let's move on. The Undertaker's not the only Hall of Fame announcement that happened this week in wrestling. Ironically, about a month before The Undertaker gets inducted, and Ring of Honor is doing their own initial Hall of Fame induction ceremony on March 5th, because Ring of Honor is still a company, and your inaugural class of the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame is the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Samoa Joe, and the Briscoes are all part of this class. What are your thoughts on this class?
That's the murderer's row of Ring of Honor right there. That's a perfect class.
Yeah.
Like I was like, there's definitely. I was like, they can't. At first I thought it was only CM Punk. I'm like, that's just disrespectful. But I mean, and I see this. I'm thinking you probably could have had one more person who's been there forever.
You obviously can't do KO or Sammy or Seth because they're under contract.
True, you can't do as WWE guys.
Yeah.
So actually, they had to work with who's available.
Mm-hmm. I could have seen them doing. I was like, you could do Styles, but you definitely can't do Styles now. We'll talk about that.
Oh, dude, what a contract!
You definitely can't do Styles now. But yeah, no, this is a great class. I want to know if it's going to be streamed somewhere, because I would like to see what or how they do this, and how it's going to differentiate from any of the other Hall of Fame stuff that happens.
Yeah, I agree. I would also want to watch this.
Because I'm also interested to see not what Punk or Danielson, not even. I'm interested to see what Samoa Joe says. Samoa Joe doesn't really say much. What he does, it usually has some weight to it.
He's like, "I belong in the Hall of Fame,"
or something. Samoa Joe.
I hope when the Briscoes go, it's an angle and FTR comes out, or the Young Bucks.
I can see it being an angle too.
I think that's why they're in this class. Not only because they've been there for like the whole career there.
Yeah.
But I think because they're going to AEW, and I think they should work in it.
I mean, I thought they were already in AEW, to be honest with you.
You want to create some buzz?
Bring the Briscoes. Yeah.
But like you crash the Hall of Fame with your talent.
Yeah.
For the Briscoes.
Yeah, make it work. I love it. I love the idea. So congrats to all those guys making the Hall of Fame. Hopefully it gets streamed somewhere. Who knows what the fuck's going to happen.
YouTube probably.
YouTube
But
would
Braun
probably
Strowman was shooting on his back. Just on his back. You're gonna find him.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's a good point, Mr. Wild. Before we move on, they could have also inducted Jay Lethal.
Yes, that's a great pick. Yeah. Good call, Wild. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, Jay Lethal deserves for as long as he was in there, and he could have gone any other place to wrestle.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal deserves to be in there. You obviously, like I said, you can't get Roddy either because Roddy is Mr. ROH, but you cannot. Roddy cannot be in the hall just yet.
We gotta wait a few more months.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Diamond Mine's doing pretty good. I love fucking Malcolm Bivens. Because he's just an idiot, but I love Malcolm Bivens. Moving on. Speaking of our former Ring of Honor people, AJ Styles signed a fat contract extension when he is going to be with WWE for the foreseeable future. He's quoted as saying, "It was easy for me. I want to be here. This is the place for me." And I don't blame him when you're getting more than $3 million per year.
That's what's reported.
That's what's reported, yeah.
It could be higher, and also that's just base.
That is your base. He can make more. Yes.
That's his guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like he has that's the lowest he can go. He has all this merch.
Yeah. And his merch sells really well if you don't know.
He has great merch.
He has great merchandise.
I'm so happy he's staying.
Yeah, I was on a kick for a while just buying AJ Styles merch because it was so fucking good. Like his merch is really good. I have AJ Styles gloves that barely fit my big ass hands, but I have them.
Say they fit your hands?
Barely. They can't strap up, but they're there.
Should we start calling you Bear Claw or Bear Cat?
Bear Cat. It was Bear Cat. But yeah, no, this is a good pickup for WWE. I mean, because AJ Styles is still getting better. Like he's still at the top of his game. It's absurd.
Yeah, man. The guy's unbeatable.
Yeah.
The guy is just I still think he's underrated in WWE, which is wild. Like he's had an underrated career.
Which is crazy for a Grand Slam.
That and like a 4-time world champ.
Yeah, which is crazy for a Grand
That
Slam.
runs the camp.
Yeah. Yeah. The house that
He
AJ
built a
Styles.
house.
He built a house.
He runs a camp. He built a house. He has the best hair in the business behind Dolph Ziggler. I mean, come on now.
Oof, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Works as a face and a heel.
That is the holy grail of wrestling shirts right there. Mr. Fred said, I saw a Y2 AJ shirt at Comic-Con and my dumbass didn't buy it.
That's good.
Y2 AJ is the holy grail of AJ Styles shirts, I think.
Dude, I forgot that was an actual thing.
Yeah, because they sold those shirts for like a week before they split them up.
Yeah, they split them up. Y2AJ. They're like, you want this? You want this? No. Oh, thank God they don't like it. Thank God we can end this bullshit. But we got him with the merch.
But speaking of that, like if you look at AJ Styles' career at WrestleManias, minus the tag team match he had at this year's WrestleMania because it was the Omos show. Yeah. Obviously, Shane. Well, at first you kicked off with Jericho.
Yeah, that was a great match.
It's the match that gave Vince the okay to use the Styles Clash, so Vince was going to outlaw it.
Yeah, and I think what Jericho said, I'll take it.
Jericho lobbied and said, "I'll take it. I'll show you that it's safe."
Yeah,
and that's what happened. So that's his first match, and then Shane is they open with Styles and Shane the next year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was also a good match.
You have Randy and AJ.
Also a great match.
Taker, the Boneyard match of the year.
A phenomenal match. So much fun.
And then you have the tag match with him and Omos, which it was what it was.
Whatever.
It was the Omos show, but like...
Mulligan. It's a mulligan.
Yeah. AJ Styles is going to have a marquee match. Like, think about it this way. He was only like, 4 months into the company when they're like, you're getting a Mania match. Like, that's absurd.
Yeah, and people like AJ and Jericho. That's not like a main. He should be the main event.
No.
It's just like that was like even I think if I look back at old shows, I was probably like, this is a weird matchup. I probably wanted a little more, but I was just like, looking back, it's the right call.
It was a great placement too.
Because right after, what did he do the night after? Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he started his feud with Roman Reigns.
And he turned heel.
Mm-hmm.
Then he beat up John Cena.
Oh my God, yes.
Right? And then he was just off for the races. Jericho was a launching pad.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was good. I mean, say what you want about Vince. Vince told him, and it's been quoted, Vince has said this to AJ, he goes, I have tons of people like you. What's going to make you different?
That's harsh.
You know, that's what he told him. He was like, I need somebody who's going to go out there and get it. And AJ has said the same story. So, and AJ showed him why he's that guy.
He is that guy.
Name a bad AJ Styles match when it matters. It doesn't. AJ Styles and Roman Reigns made me a believer in Roman Reigns as champion the first time around.
Yeah, made him look like $1 million.
Exactly. I mean, fuck. AJ Styles got a classic match out of Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, dude, made him look like $1,000 steak.
Exactly. Like, just unbelievable. So congratulations to AJ Styles. Well deserved. I'm glad that we'll be seeing him in WWE where he's going to be belonging. Where he belongs. Yeah, for the foreseeable future. Speaking of places where they may or may not belong, so remember like a couple of months ago during ROH Final Battle, and then I said ROH Final Battle was like not a cost, but like Titan, aka Braun Strowman and EC3, and eventually Karrion Kross like invaded ROH, and they had this whole control your narrative faction. Do you remember that whole thing? Well, it's not a faction, actually. It's a new wrestling promotion that they're starting.
Yeah, good for them. Good luck. You might as well call it the 3MB wrestling promotion.
So it's a control your narrative. I don't know if Cross is part of this, but it's according to their little post here. Control Your Narrative is going to be run by EC3, even though you can't really see it on our screen. But it's going to be run by EC3 and Braun Strowman, which EC3, fantastic guy. When I met him, I thought he was a really cool dude. But essentially what it says is that they have 2 live events coming, March 5th in Orlando, and then March 31st in Dallas, with a network TV deal announcement imminent. Is what's going on. So
who's funding this company?
I don't fucking know. So they say they have a network TV deal in place. And
with who?
I don't know. I don't know.
Watch it be DAZN.
It's a bit DAZN.
Dude, the only way this has a chance, and I mean this, is if they get like a deal on HBO.
That could work.
Like, I don't see this working on cable television. What night are you going to go on?
All nights are taken.
Exactly. Like, the only way this could feasibly work is if it's on Hulu or HBO or Netflix exclusively. It has to be one of those 3. It can't be like ESPN. It can't be like a Paramount. It definitely can't be Peacock.
Could you imagine?
But like those platforms are like WWE isn't big. I don't think Peacock's big enough for WWE to live exclusively only on Peacock, like through TV even.
No, not right now.
One, because their TV deals are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's the only way I can see it's working. Because if they're on like a Discovery channel, like no one's gonna watch it.
Discovery Plus.
Like you're not gonna be prime time. Like watch it on CNN Plus.
CNN, CYN, it's like the same thing.
Like Fox Nation.
Fox Nation with Brodus Clay. Oh my god.
Right? It's just like the first night. It's just like showing someone comes out with a Confederate flag and like Donald Trump.
His pinned tweet is him with him shaking George Bush's hand. George W. Bush.
Good for him.
For President's Day. So here's what it reads here on this thing. It says the Control Your Narrative concept has manifested itself from an idea to a movement to a live touring televised wrestling company. We collectively as wrestlers can no longer wait. We cannot wait on companies that answer only to shareholders. That's WWE. Companies where billionaires collect talent as toys. That's AEW. Companies that fire their entire roster for the mistakes their office made. That's also WWE. Companies that are complacent in presentation. Potentially WWE. WWE and AEW? Who knows? But they say all talent featured in Control Your Narrative have asked to be a part of the project. These competitors range from known to unknown and include names like Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, the NWA champion, Moose, John Schuyler, Matt Seidel, Marina Shafir, Mrs. Roddy Strong, Weston Blake, Blake and Murphy, Matt Taven, your Boston boy, Matt Taven, there, Will, and more. On March 31st, Control Your Narrative Dallas, the much-anticipated debut of Killer Cross, formerly known as Karrion Kross, takes place. The one thing missing for CYN to become who we are supposed to be was a proper platform and network distribution that has been achieved. So who this mystery platform is, I don't know.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Your wrestling promotion is called Create Your Narrative.
Control Your Narrative.
Control Your Narrative. Dude, I can't wait to this triple threat match between EC3, Strowman, and Killer Kross for the title, and none of them can book a finish. Who's going to book the three of you? Three guys who have a chip on their shoulder trying to prove they can make it in the business. Ooh, uh-oh. I see no conflict there. This company's fucked, dude. And out of all those names they listed on the roster, none of them go, oh my god, I can't wait to see Matt Taven wrestle. Yeah, baby. My favorite. Matt, I don't even know what he looks like. If I saw Matt Taven in the airport, I wouldn't know it was him.
I was like, you watch Matt Taven wrestle at ROH?
Yep. No, I didn't. As far as I know, you could be lying to me. I have no idea if that's true or not.
He won the ladder match. You're like, oh, he's from Boston. Yeah.
Oh, that guy? Cool. I was in the rafters. Couldn't tell you what he looks like. We're on a sky bridge, all right?
I love that sky bridge, damn it.
Oh, it's fucking incredible. We're watching March Madness. It was
not caring about the wrestling.
Or like with the Yankees on one TV, March Madness on the other, and like Velvet Sky in the ring while Bret Hart's getting attacked on our phones. Like, it was a wild day in media. I wish I had 9 eyes. I could watch what the fuck I wanted to watch.
Oh my god! But yeah, CYN apparently is coming. Who the fuck knows what's going on?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I don't know. All right, let's move along here to where there was a premium live event, because can't really call them pay-per-views anymore. An Elimination Chamber, and there's only really a couple of matches that made that. Or of any notable Elimination Chamber. Overall, it was a pretty okay show. The match that needed to be there were there, but this was a show really just to push narratives that we already kind of knew was going to happen moving on to WrestleMania. But all in all, my first thought, where the hell is Saudi getting all these stadiums from? It's like a different one each year. That's what I'm wondering. Like, are they built just for this shit? I mean, I don't believe so. I don't even know what sports they play over there. They're never in like the Olympics or the World Cup or anything. Not to my knowledge. I mean, the Olympics, I think maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. It's not past the Olympic Committee to work with shitty governments. So. I mean, you had the Russian Olympic Committee that was supposed to represent Russia in the Winter Olympics. And they cheated again. Still cheated. Fucking idiots. Like, now what do you do? But I will say this. Also, besides the fact that stadium was a massive dome stadium, what a WrestleMania stage that we're not going to get for Dallas. I know. That stage was gorgeous. I was like, wow. Yo, that's amazing. Where the fuck was Mansoor? Very true. Where was Mansoor? That's his home turf. Right? What's his home turf? Dude, I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed the show. It was a good show. I thought it was solid. And here's the thing, because when I was watching, I was thinking, I was like, wow, the presentation of these shows have been just better and better and better and better. Like, remember the first one when like the lower bowl was like couches? Yeah, because it was for like the royal family. The royal family, and like they were all in their garb. I don't know what they wear. I don't want to. I don't know if it was like real. I think it was some sort of like formal garb, and then like everybody else was like hundreds of yards away. Yeah, and it was just like, what the fuck are we watching? Whereas like now it's just like it looks like a live show. Off, hot crowd. The crowd was phenomenal. Yes. They looked like they had the time of their lives. I mean, they were eating it up. Everything. They were great crowd. They look forward to these events now. You know, like they're all having fun. They're all in WWE gear. Like it looks like they're in America, to be honest. Yeah.
like the presentation of it, I think has just gone up really, really well. They've adapted, they've evolved to a point that's like, at least for an American audience, it looks very presentable.
Mm-hmm.
And like 12 women won the card this time. I guess that's some sort of progress.
Was it 12 women?
Something like that.
I feel there's more. I feel like there's more women on this card than on a regular WWE
Or
television
10 women,
show.
right? Or 10 women.
You got
No,
6 in the,
the chamber.
10.
4 in the tag match.
10.
And then the leader in what's her name?
12. Then you're correct.
12.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's more people than a regular WWE event. That's more.
Like they put a woman on billboards. Like sure, that's progress, but it's just like it made me think weird things. I was like, are they better? I don't know. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean they're a lot more like Saudi's being lenient with a lot of things. I mean it's either they bring in WWE or they bring in golf, and we know how that's going so far.
Yeah.
So I'd rather bring in the more exciting thing. But I love the presentation. I loved how it looked. Props to that team. Let's get into some of the things that mattered. Roman Reigns, Goldberg, as he said he was going to do.
Great.
But a fun match, be it as it may. So this match
totally fine.
This match kicked off the show. So
Get it out of the way.
So when I knew it was kicked off the show, I was like, okay, the men are last. Something weird's going to happen. And who on Raw 2022 bingo card had Bobby Lashley getting taken out by Seth Rollins in a buckle bomb?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I've been hearing.
I probably heard the same things, but let me hear it.
I don't know what's true here. I don't really care one way or the other as long as Bobby Lashley's okay. Apparently he had a shoulder injury.
Yes.
After Rumble.
And they've known about it, yeah.
And they've known about it, so they put him in the chamber, and just the concussion protocol was kayfabe.
He played it really well because I was concerned.
He did. I honestly thought he was concussed. Like I believed him.
Yeah, because I saw his eyes like he's out. I was like, I don't think he's doing well.
Yeah.
And then my mind ran to, well, Seth injured another person. Here we go.
Like, I feel like they would have shown it on replay if it was like an actual concussion.
Yeah, I looked at it again, which made me believe, okay, maybe this will work. Is when they showed it again on replay, I couldn't pinpoint a place where he actually bumped his head.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what did he hit his head on?
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this might be working, but like he played it phenomenally. Like he they had to drag his dead body out of a chamber.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. I was like, I really hope he's okay. So Bobby's injured. He's got shoulder surgery. He might be back before Mania. They're saying at minimum 4 weeks.
So he's supposed to wrestle. Isn't he wrestling Brock like next Saturday for the title?
They're saying he's due for a rematch. It might happen at the end of March at MSG live event.
I thought it was like March 5th or something.
No, that's too close. Too close. But they said Paul Heyman said if it does not happen at MSG live event, Paul Heyman will have somebody of championship caliber to face Brock at MSG. Who the fuck that is? No one knows. I think it's just all a play to get people to buy tickets to MSG, which I will not be buying tickets to MSG, but I considered it.
People are giving WWE a lot of shit for this. Like, why was he even in the match to begin with if they knew he was hurt? Like, well, I mean,
they do it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, they work hurt all the time. I'm surprised they didn't actually work the match.
But I that's probably why. Because if you think about it, ever since Rumble, he hasn't really been in the ring for anything.
Nothing physical.
Yeah, he's done a lot of promos, and they did it in a spot that is actually safe enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even though, yes, it was a buckle bomb into the pod, which seems devastating, but, like, it's plexiglass.
Although Brock just literally broke it in half. Dude, apparently that wasn't part of the script. He just did it.
Well, I would, too. Like, I would be pissed as we move on to Brock. They still called Bobby's pod.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
The ref was just like, what do I do?
Yeah, like, oh. And Brock was like, fuck this. Which, I mean, say what you want, but, like, everybody kind of wanted to see it. And I was like, oh, wow, this is the reason Brock's never been in an Elimination Chamber, because this is exactly what happens. He'll just break the pod like no one's business.
And he'll fuck up everybody. Like, he cleaned house. He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
He was like, I'm taking my check and I'm leaving.
Although he's like, at first I'm gonna party with the crowd a little bit.
Yeah,
which was so weird.
Yeah.
He's like, woo! Yeah! Woo! It's just like, what are you doing? I'm so confused, but I'm also a little turned on.
I found it interesting that he eliminated Riddle real quickly and eliminated Styles and everybody else, and it was him and Theory left.
Yeah.
I thought Theory played a great sniveling heel. Say what you want about Theory, whatever they're doing with him is working.
It is working.
You know?
I have noticed that. I'm like, it's not what I want from Austin Theory because I know he's so much better, but
it's working.
It's low key working.
Yeah, it's working. He played his role perfectly. I didn't know somebody could climb out of a cage like that. I thought those holes were too small.
Yeah.
And like a part of me, I was like, I want to see him escape the cage. What do you do? Like, what do you do? Like,
Then what?
Yeah. But then he decided to F5 Austin Theory from the top of the pod, which scared the living shit out of me, by the way.
At first, the landing was weak.
Yeah, I mean, would you want to take an F5 fully from the top?
I mean, I also I don't know how else you take it. So
Yeah. Like, it's either you falling flat on your face.
it's a great idea on paper. It is.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have F5'd him one more time in the ring.
I think Brock was being safe with him. I think Brock likes him, and I think he was just kind of like, just fall, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like the ass whipping I'm giving you on top of here is good enough. Like, we can just have you fall to the ground.
Just smash him to just smash the fuck. I'm surprised he didn't break that plexiglass too.
I know. It was so good. So, as Brock predicted, he is the WWE champion going into WrestleMania. That's a great picture right there by the photographer. And, of course, you're more than likely night 2 WrestleMania main event.
Dude, all the promo material has already been made. If this isn't the match, people are gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Like I would have marketed like, are you fucking kidding me? We gotta do all this bullshit again.
Winner take all, not unification. Which I think
Have they announced winner take all?
And they have announced winner take all.
Thank God.
Champion versus champion, winner take all. I think that's the happy medium for everybody involved, including networks.
1,000%.
Yeah, you know. And this is the money match. There's no other way around it right now. This is the money match.
Yeah.
Champion versus champion, winner take all. I'm excited. Fuck it. Because this is a different wrinkle than what we've seen before.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm all for this.
It's a completely different wrinkle.
Very excited for this match.
And these guys are at the top of their game. Both of them are.
Isn't that wild? Brock's never been better. Roman has just never been, but top of their game. Top of their game.
Yeah.
Tippy toes.
This is the marquee match in all of professional wrestling. Hands down. Point blank period.
For the past few years, for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's no bigger match than this in the past probably 5 years.
Moving on, what did you think of Lita's performance? All right, so here's the thing. I was watching this, but then I had furniture delivered to my house, so I had to kind of semi-pay attention because people were putting furniture into my apartment and everything. So, but I saw the tail end. I heard positive things about Lita in this match, but what did you think?
She was great. Yeah, she was great. No, she definitely blew away expectations for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like an AEW match, but
sure, yeah.
It was a very, very well done match.
Mm-hmm.
She held her own and blew expectations out of the water. I want to see her again. I want to see her wrestle again.
Okay, that's one of my second questions.
I want to see her and Charlotte. I think her and Charlotte would be a way better match.
From an athletic standpoint, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, congrats to her. I mean, she did say she had one more run in her. This wouldn't be the end. Although they gave her a curtain call like it was the end. But who knows what'll happen with Lita. But hey, if she wants to come back, let her come back. I'm down for it. More than down for it. So Becky needs an opponent. And guess who it is? It's not Alexa Bliss. It's Bianca Belair. Bianca. And the women's chamber match actually wasn't that bad. That crowd was hot for Alexa Bliss. Very, very hot for Bliss.
I don't know why. I don't even want to speculate why. They know she's supposed to be a child, right?
And she got a swing. She got her swing in the pod.
That was pretty good. That was a nice touch. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, but I mean, I loved Alexa coming in the ring. She was a great, she was essentially a hot tag. I thought all these spots were good. I can't take Liv Morgan seriously anymore.
Oh, it's Brittany?
No, not even that. It's because Bianca Belair pressed her with one arm above her head. I was like, this is the babyface you're trying to get over? And Bianca's like, I'm pressing her with one arm above my head. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, Liv, I love you, but, like, you have no credibility right now at the moment.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty happy that Liv pushes over. I like Liv Morgan, but it's just like, I just don't see it. You just don't have it, chick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's good in the mid-card if they had a title. Bianca wins the chamber. Good for
Cries
her.
again almost.
Almost. Well, she's a little bit too. She's a crier. And now we get Bianca and Becky as a marquee match. It's not a main event. As a marquee match, I want to say night 2 as well.
Dude, I just don't know where you put it.
This could start a show. This could start a night.
It could start a show, but it's just like, where?
Night 2? I wouldn't do this night 1. I think night 1 you have to really, really, like, go hard.
Yeah.
I would start this in night 2.
Okay. I agree with that.
I would start. I think because you're essentially going to end with Becky and Ronda, with Charlotte and Ronda.
Yeah.
So I'm begin with Becky and Bianca.
And kick off with another. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I would book it. But who knows? We've still got like 6 fucking weeks or what have you. So let's move on to other things going on in the world of wrestling, such as NXT, which I know you didn't watch it, but I'll tell you, we had Ciampa versus Dom Ziggler.
Okay.
And say what you want, that's a fucking awesome.
Why'd they dye his beard?
Who, Chomps?
Yeah.
I mean, Ciampa does have a really great beard. I would dye it a little bit too. But they had a good technical match. They're really awesome. At one point in the match, it was really random. This cameraman interfered and bumped Ciampa, and we were like, who the fuck is a cameraman? But lo and behold, we were in for a rude awakening. Bobby Roode makes his return to NXT, and if this is anywhere near a push to back to glorious Bobby Roode, I am all for it. That is all I want from this. I want Bobby Roode to have a glorious awakening. That's what I should have called the show, Glorious Awakening.
Maybe he'll join CYN.
So I can show you that.
Maybe he'll join Cyan. I'm not going to call it CYN. I'm calling it Cyan.
You're going to call it Cyan?
Wrestling Network or whatever. Cyan Wrestling. It colors like magenta.
Yeah, so now Roode and Ziggler and Ciampa and Braun Breaker are kind of the main talking points in NXT. Very interesting, especially with the reports that potentially USA Network is upset with the NXT numbers, but it is what it is. I think it's a good. I think it's a good thing because we've talked about this before. When you're trying to develop talent, you need to have them to go up against people who could be benchmarks for them. So to bring down people like Styles to work with Grayson Waller for a little bit, to bring down Dolph, even though Dolph's working with Ciampa, and Ciampa might be more experienced than Dolph. It's like neck and neck.
At this point.
Yeah. It's like neck and neck. But to have these guys work with some of the talent who they think are going to make it to the next level for these extended feuds or maybe even one-offs, it's fine. I mean, Ciampa was also on Raw and had a tag match with a returning Finn Balor, by the way.
Finn Balor.
Finn's back. He's got his mojo back for a Mania run. So it's going to happen. Also, next week on NXT, they tease what's happening next week. We have what might end up being a very great technical match. It'll be Pete Dunne versus Carmelo Hayes for the North American Championship.
That's a great match.
Yes.
That's a great match. I mean, there is a lot of talent I like on NXT. I just don't have the desire, will, or time to continue watching NXT. It's just like there's only so many hours in a day I have, and NXT doesn't make the cut. I got Animal Crossing now. I have an island to take care of.
Oh, you finally are hooked on Animal Crossing?
I've been hooked on Animal Crossing. I try and play it for like an hour, a little bit every single day. Just pick my berries, plant my crops, that kind of bullshit. Invite my new neighbors. That Tom fucking Nook asshole wants money for everything.
I will say this. I don't want this match to be just a regular NXT TV. This should be stand and deliver. Dunn versus Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, probably.
But they're doing it next week, which I'm very upset about.
I mean, how are their ratings?
I don't.
But now that they're back on USA, like that's probably why it's on TV. Their ratings aren't that good.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Carmelo Hayes is the last great indie person that they signed before we started moving to character development.
Yeah.
And for him to go up against Pete Dunne, that's a phenomenal match in any ring in the world. Like, these guys are just gonna put on a show, and I hope they main event next week. But who knows? Who the fuck knows? Also, we got moving on into NXT. The Women's Dusty Cup, the thing that Will has been waiting for this entire time, was actually going on this week as well. So the first two matches, or first half of the bracket, was done on the left side this week. So Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray beat Last Legend and Amari Miller.
Wait, what happened to Io and the Applebee's bartender? They were tag champs.
Zoe Stark?
Yeah, what happened to her?
I think she's still injured.
Oh, that sucks.
And then Team Casey, Kaden Carter, and Casey Catanzaro beat Ivy Niles and Tatum Parley, I believe. On the upper half of the bracket, we have Indy Hartwell and Persia Pirotta going up against Wendy Chu, the girl that sleeps, and Dakota Kai. And then we have Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez going up against two newer talent, Jaleesa Leon and Valentina Fens, I believe. So.
Oh, let me. Now you mentioned Indy Hartwell. Let me tell you, I totally forgot about this.
What,
but
do you have an Indy Hartwell crush now? What's going on?
I've somewhat had an Indy Hartwell crush.
Yeah.
A little bit, but the last night in Miami, we went to a Spanish club, Spanish bar.
Oh, gotta work at your hips, man.
Dude. I just sat back and watched. First of all, when that music comes on, then those South Beach Latinas know how to dance, man. Oh my God, they know how to move their body. But Indy Hartwell, I bring up her up because there's this one chick I saw walking to the bar, and I was just like, dude, she looks like Indy Hartwell, just a little shorter and a little wider. And I was just like, don't get caught staring. Don't get caught staring. I fell in love for a second. Pardon. Hubba. All the misogynist noises you can make. Didn't talk to her, though. Didn't need to.
Yeah. Yeah. My heart is still on Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro winning this whole thing.
I hope so, dude. She's so cute and she is so hot. You can pick one. You can pick out which one's which.
It's what is it? Kaden Carter's cute. Casey's hot.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, no. Kaden Carter's hot. Casey's cute.
Kaden Carter is a dirty dog. God damn. Like, it's aggressive. Her Instagram is just like, her
Instagram's really funny.
It's like, dude, how do you have all this money and time to party like this? Who are these people with you?
And then she did a picture of her like flexing, like, oh, since everybody thinks I party all the time.
But you do party all the time. I see that ass shaking on IG. Come on now.
Oh my God, they're great. But I was telling you right now, your final four is going to be Io and Kaylee Ray versus Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, because that's already been established. But your upper final four is probably going to be Indy and Persia Pirotta versus Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez. It's going to be an interesting final four.
Big fan of Indy Hartwell.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Persia too. Persia, I think, is an underrated talent. So we'll see what happens. Well, let's move on. Do you have any AEW news? I know we're building towards Revolution, which we'll talk about next week.
Did we talk about Keith Lee, his debut?
No, because Keith Lee happened on the show.
That's right. All right. Did you watch the match?
I saw when they announced his name and the crowd went wild. I saw it was a basic Keith Lee match I've seen in NXT.
Yeah, dude. My first impression was Keith Lee put on fucking weight.
Did he?
He needs to slim down, dude. Like, he's big.
But he was just coming off his wedding too. Like, he got married the weekend before.
Right, dude. But hit the gym, bro. Like, you don't put on that much weight from a wedding. Like, he looks like he put on 20 pounds.
Really?
Like, I really do think he should drop some weight, because it's like he won't be able to move as good.
So it was that definitive.
Yeah, he wasn't toned anymore. He's just flabby. He was just fat. It was just like, dude, you gotta drop some weight. But other than that, CM Punk and MJF in the dog collar match. You know, last week
I don't know how did we talk about that, or we talk about that on the post show?
We poo-pooed on it because it came up. But I watched Punk's promo, and I'm sold. I'm 100% sold on this match. Dog collar match is a great choice. I'm sold.
Really?
Yeah, because it was like a Piper special kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And like his reasoning for it was really good. His promo was really good. You know, Bryan Danielson wants to team force with Jon Moxley. And create like just the throne of violence, whatever the hell they want to call it.
I love it.
They didn't call that name, but yeah, that's a great idea. Moxley came out, cut a promo, essentially was just like, he told a story of how he wrestled him in ROH and how he's in his whole career never beaten Bryan Danielson. And he's just like, there's one or two reasons why you want to partner with me. It's either because we would really be that good, or it's because you're scared of being destroyed by me.
Ooh.
So he's like, listen, Bryan, I'm not telling you yes. I'm not telling you no. I just don't make this kind of decision with someone I haven't bled with before. And that's how he left the ring.
All right, so they're gonna go to like a first blood or some sort of gory match.
Like they're gonna have some kind of death match, and then they're probably gonna team up. So that's fucking intriguing.
Yeah.
The Inner Circle broke up.
Again?
A match between Santana Ortiz and Hager and Jericho. Eddie Kingston helped Ortiz and Santana, leading to a match with. It's gonna lead to a match with Eddie and Jericho at Revolution, whatever the hell it's called.
It's Revolution.
Revolution. That Texas Death Match with Hangman and Lance Archer from last week. Holy fuck, what a match.
I saw visuals from that. I looked really gruesome.
Incredible. We're going towards Adam versus Adam. It's going to be an Adam's apple on a pole match.
Stop it.
It's going to be a giant golden apple hanging above the ring.
I'd rather them reach for the brass ring, the Sonic coin.
This isn't what it really is, Ricky. I'm having a bit here.
You had me believing for a little bit.
Adam's apple on a pole match for the Battle of the Atoms, Ricky. Come on now, you know better than that.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Maybe for his ROH or TNA, but this is AEW we're talking here.
They had a Sonic coin and called it the brass ring.
That is true. They mentioned Cody a few times in AEW, which is pretty cool.
By name or just
because the only other dog collar match we had was Cody Rhodes and Bloody Lee, and I was like, oh, that's right, that did happen.
That did happen, yeah.
So
that was from a TNT title.
Yeah. Yeah, so AEW, a lot of fun things going on at AEW. They're building to the pay-per-view. It's going to be great.
I know we're also building to, I think the week after Revolution. Is the week after Revolution? We're coming back to the island. We're coming back to Long Island. I don't know if it's the week after Revolution, but it's sometime in the spring. It might be May. Because I don't believe it's this soon in March. But I believe it's in May. But they are going to begin the Owen Hart tournament on Long Island.
Yes.
So that should be interesting.
Which, why are you doing an Owen Hart tournament?
Because Owen's widow is that upset with WWE.
Yeah, I get it, but it's just like, dude, I don't think. I get you want to honor the man, but I don't think you should be. It doesn't feel like for you to want to honor him. Yeah. It's like, who are you? Who are you to honor him?
Yeah, it's one thing to do the Dark Side of the Ring thing, and which is cool or whatever. But yeah, I do agree. Like, who are you guys to honor? Like, he never wrestled for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't done anything for you guys. Like, he was a WWE guy through and through.
Like, you're doing it. Yeah, I think you're also doing it for a kind of the wrong reason. There's a part of it. Like, you're doing it for the right reason, don't get me wrong, but you're also low-key doing it for the wrong reason. Because like, you want to do it because WWE can't. You're doing it for publicity. It's just like, it feels wrong to me. I think Brian Pillman would have been more appropriate.
I believe so, because, Brian Pillman Jr. is there and everything. Yeah. I think, and I do believe this, that if WWE were able to do something to commemorate Owen Hart, they would have done it years ago.
Yeah, they would be doing it every year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But his family's not. Well, I don't think it's family. I think it's his wife. Is not allowing that.
Which I understand. Yeah. And I don't, if I would talk to her, like, listen, I don't blame you. I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing if I was in your position. But it's like, at least have the same consistency.
Seriously, yeah.
I also don't want to throw shade at her for doing it with AEW too. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. She can honor her husband however she wants.
Yeah, it's just odd.
It is odd. It's a little more kind of towards AEW.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a little odd. So last but not least, it's going to be our Future Shock segment where we predict something that might happen in the future of wrestling. This one's going to be coming up really quick because I don't know if you watched Raw, but Edge.
I knew exactly.
Edge
Future Shock
cut an amazing promo.
Yeah,
about his
he referenced everybody.
He did his whole Mania career. And he referenced Mania 17 as probably the best Mania, the best Mania of all time, and they stole the show at the best Mania of all time, and he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Jeff Hardy from the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's 100% correct.
Yeah, 17. Mania 17 is oh my god, what a card that was. You ever watch Mania 17 like all the way through?
No.
Watch it. It's unbelievable. And it ends with Austin Rock too. When Austin turns.
When Austin turns.
Yeah. But those matches are fantastic. So Edge has put out the gauntlet about he's looking for somebody to step up in the back to challenge him at WrestleMania. And so I leave it out to everybody here that's listening and that's watching with us, and of course to you, Will. Who should challenge Edge at WrestleMania? I know who I want, and the stars are aligning for it, but who do you want, Will?
I'm not gonna lie. I would really, really like to see Cody Rhodes. I'm being dead serious, because he did mention Cody Rhodes.
Did he mention Cody?
Because at the end, where he's just like, I think it's like, you can live a better life or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
However he ended his promo is how Cody Rhodes ended his statement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Rich from Matt Men for pointing that out to me.
I mean, The Miz also referenced Cody just to swear people would bring out Logan Paul.
Right, but I would love to see Cody Rhodes, because Ricky, I shit you not, when he shows up in WWE, he's getting cheered.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that's
yeah.
gonna be the ultimate irony of all of this. No matter how hard he tried to get cheered in AEW, he's going to WWE a massive baby face.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's going to be like the Shane McMahon.
And I'm going to have no idea why. And you know what? I'm going to think him as a baby face. I'm going to fucking love Cody Rhodes in WWE. I hated him in AEW. It took me a while to get there, but as soon as he left, I was like, good fucking riddance, you prick. In WWE, it's going to be all hail Cody. All hail Mr. Rhodes. I'm so excited to be a fan of Cody Rhodes again in WWE.
I think it's, you know what it is? Because it gives you that Monday Night War kind of feel, because this would be the first major bombshell to come to WWE, and this happens to be a guy that was integral in the building of AEW to fight against WWE.
Well, here's the thing. I heard, I forget what podcast I heard this from, but they said WWE is going on the offensive.
Yeah.
Which, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for them going. I'm ready. AEW needs to be put in their place a little bit. I'm a big AEW fan, but they need a little reality check. They need a little kick in the ass.
And you know what it is? Do you remember what Triple H tweeted at AEW when they had their first debut Dynamite show?
No.
He said, "Congratulations, blah, blah, blah." And he says, "Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint."
Yeah. And he's right.
And guess what? We're only a quarter of the way in.
Yeah. No. Dude, I swear to God, I want to see Edge Cody Rhodes. Realistically, it's probably going to be AJ.
I want AJ Edge. I wanted it as soon as they faced up against each other at the Rumble, and then Edge ended up separating AJ's shoulder.
Dude, here's the thing. As long as it's not like Baron Corbin or someone fucking stupid or Damian Priest, like, it needs to be top tier talent.
Yeah. And I think if it is Cody, I still think you hold Cody till after Mania.
I think so, honestly.
I really think you hold him.
It would be hard to shoehorn him in right now, because unless they really don't have WWE plans.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's also a shame that Shane isn't around anymore. Because there's so many places you could put Shane. Like, now I think Shane Cody would be a pretty interesting match. Shane Austin Theory would have been a great match.
Shane Theory would have been funny. The battle for Vince's love. Buddy Murphy is all elite. Oh, thank you, Mr. Frets.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does that mean Aaliyah Mysterio is all elite too? Listen, that's the last time we saw her. She was locking lips with him on SmackDown. And a great storyline. And a really random but great storyline.
Honestly, I don't want to see Demon Finn versus Brood Edge. I'd rather see them tag.
Because you imagine they had like 10 dimensions together, or like Demon Finn comes out of the fire, comes out of the fire.
Edge has the glasses and the open mouth. Vince is
I mean, Finn's a little busy right now. Finn is challenging Damian Priest for the U.S. title.
I think that Demon Finn versus Damian Priest is a great match.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing the U.S. title match. It could be shenanigans next week on Raw, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's a great match. It's gonna be AJ or Cody. Probably AJ, but it's gonna be AJ or Cody.
I think it's AJ. AJ gets a signature win against Edge, so I think Edge jobs. Maybe.
No, I think Edge wins.
All right, so whoever comes out of that match goes up against Cody, or returning Cody Rhodes. That's how I would play it.
Yeah, I'd rather see Edge Cody than AJ Cody. AJ Cody to me is just like, whatever. Like I would love to see Roman Cody. I want to see Seth Cody. I want to see Edge Cody. I want to see Cena Cody. I want to see Goldberg Cody.
See Goldberg Cody in Saudi Arabia.
They'd make him cover a tattoo. I don't want to see Brock Cody.
You know what I would love?
Miz Cody.
I would love to see Miz Cody because I want Cody to go up against somebody who's so pro WWE that they can shoot at him in a promo. Cena would do it. Miz would annihilate him.
Yeah. Bring over MJF. You can do MJF Cody again.
Roman would also do it as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested to see how does Cody in his new WWE character, if this does happen, how does he fight that back?
Dude, I would love to see Matt Riddle Cody.
Or what about, or you still have Randy Cody?
Randy Cody would be pretty interesting.
Because that used to be his apprentice.
Cody Cutter versus the RKO? What's gonna give, Michael? That's the RK Cutter, Michael! Oh my god!
Yeah, in my perfect world, you hold Cody, but I could also see them bringing Cody out, because like I said, Miz teased it, and he gave us Logan Paul because he's the Miz.
Yeah, well, why don't we talk about Logan Paul?
So I think there's nothing to really talk about. Like, all right, so when this happened, because my friend, Charles, shout out to Charles, he was like, you didn't see that promo he cut at the end of his match? He's like, he's going to bring up somebody dashing. And I was like, it's Cody Rhodes. I was like, it's not Cody Rhodes. Like, it's not Cody. Like, why would he be in a feud with the Mysterios? But then, like, as it was about to happen, I was like, ooh, is it him?
Maybe.
And then it was Logan Paul. It was a giant letdown, which is why it worked so well. But
dude,
yeah.
I am not let down. I am so excited. Logan Paul is legit. I mean, he takes a shit ton of steroids for his boxing fights, probably, but he's a legitimate fighter.
He's a performer. He's fine. He's no bad buddy.
Athlete. He's a performer. He has big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well, he was in a match last year.
No, he was at WrestleMania with Sami Zayn last year.
Oh, he was at. That's right. He took a stunner.
He took a stunner.
He didn't wrestle. He took a stunner. Okay. Yes.
Like, dude, I'm excited to see what he can do. I seriously think people shouldn't be mad at this.
No, I'm not mad at it. I expected a little bit of a hotter angle for Miz and Mysterio.
Yeah, it's whatever.
No. But I mean, there's still a lot. I mean, Dominic turning is still on the table. Can you imagine Dominic turning on his father? At Mania?
I can't see them doing something to take away from the ESPN or like USA Today or like whatever TMZ headlines of Logan Paul with his hand raised at WrestleMania. I can't see anything taking that away.
Fair. Okay, I get that.
You could start the tease for the turn at Mania. Like he turns like WrestleMania Backlash. That's the Backlash.
Or I would hold that if I'm really doing this real. Turn him at SummerSlam.
Dude, I want to see Ray turn, first of all.
I
I just want to see Ray beat the fuck out of his kid.
What'd I do, Dad? You didn't take the trash out.
I caught you looking at your sister again. I told you no.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I'm down with it. Like like you said, it's a USA Today. It's a headliner. It's that out of wrestling celebrity that comes into the wrestling ring, which is tale as old as time. It's gonna work.
It'll work.
Whether you like him or you hate him, you know what Logan Paul's doing.
Yeah, Logan Paul. People want to see Logan Paul get his ass kicked. This is the closest thing they're gonna get. This is the closest thing they're gonna get.
Exactly.
Like he's gonna take a double 619.
Oh
like,
yeah.
He's gonna take a splash. Like I can't think of anything else, other flashy things he's brought. Like maybe a West Coast pop. Like whatever.
He might take a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah.
So good for him. Good for him. But I think that's all the news we have in wrestling.
What about Austin?
There's nothing confirmed, so I'm not even talking about anything with Austin. I know they want him at Mania, and like,
do you believe the rumors? Is he going to wrestle?
No.
You don't think he's going to wrestle?
No. I mean, I heard the rumor that it was, what was it? That it'd be Stone Cold and KO, which would be fun. I'll tell you that. It would be fun, but I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see Austin wrestle at all?
I've seen Austin wrestle. I was at the Austin Pop at the last Dallas Mania, okay? I know the effect he has in Dallas, okay? He doesn't need to wrestle.
Dude, but do I want to see him wrestle? That's the question.
No, I don't want to see him wrestle.
Do I? I don't know, Ricky. I don't have an answer to this question. I'm scared.
Like, I didn't want to see Shawn Michaels wrestle in Saudi Arabia. Look how big of a disaster that was.
Although I wouldn't mind seeing Austin Goldberg. It would be so bad. Like, it would be such a bad match. But I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need Austin wrestling. Is Austin going to show up at Mania and that glass is going to shatter and Dallas is going to go nuts? Yes. I need to feel that again in my life. But to have him wrestle? No. I can see him give somebody a stunner here and there. Yeah, whatever, perfectly fine.
He's just got a stun KO.
Yeah. Who does KO face?
I think him and Rollins take the tag belts.
Fine. That's fine. Shoosh. God, I love some Chad Gable these days.
Thank you.
Wow, I was like, oh, he's getting it. Other big news before we do wrap up. Drake Maverick has now joined the Raw creative team, so he's back again.
Good for him.
Good job, Rockstar Spud. So that is a positive get, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Fred, that is a good point. We do need Gable sound bites.
Yeah, I know.
Shush. Every time Kay goes off on a tangent, shush.
Every time I go off on a tangent, I do a lot of those.
You gotta shush yourself.
Someone's got to.
That's very true. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go to the post show.
All right.
Steve is cue the music. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 284. Enter the Mania Madness. The madness of WrestleMania is in full effect. Who's showing up? Who's not showing up? Who's going to challenge who? We really don't fucking know. That's what makes this part of the year the best part of the year, because there's so much uncertainty, and we're going to be here throughout the entire time to guide you all the way through the madness that is WrestleMania. Of course, I am your host, King Ricky Rose. Find me Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ in Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR _podcast on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us some 5-star reviews wherever you listen to your podcast by subscribing to us via Wrestle Addict Radio, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio at Addict_Wrestle on Twitter, and Wrestle Addict Radio on Facebook and Instagram. The links to all of our things are in the description below of this video and of this audio podcast. So please click them, like them, share them with your friends. Tell your mama, your auntie, your grandpa, your pookie, everybody about us, because we are part of the madness ourselves. And of course, I'm joining the madness with me each and every week. No K Murphy this week, but I'm joined this week, again, as always, by the founder of a sniffling man from Miami himself, Will Tarashok.
Dude, I don't know where these sniffles came from. It had to be the 80-degree weather coming back to 34-degree Newark Airport.
Pretty much.
That was probably it. But I am the madman. I spent way too much money on red meat, and I don't regret a goddamn thing, because I am Will Tarashuk, T as in Thomas, ARASHUK. You can find all of my shenanigans anywhere podcasts can be found at Talking with Tarashuk, my favorite podcast, other than this one, because this is a podcast I've been doing for 7 long goddamn years. So many fun things are happening in my life. Went back to work today, into the office.
How'd that feel?
Who would have thought? I was in a club with like 200 people dancing like this, like retarded zombies, and no COVID. So, knock on wood.
There you go.
Thomas, ARASHUK, Ricky. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. When we come back next week, K Murphy will be back. We'll be hearing about their wild trip across the 7 seas, wherever they were in the Caribbean on a sea ship and everything. And we'll talk about what else might be going on for WrestleMania and AEW as we start to kick off the road to AEW Revolution. So we'll be previewing that pay-per-view, not Premium Live Event, because they still do pay-per-views. But until then, folks, goodbye, good night, we'll see you soon, and... Am I missing
Fuck you,
something?
Slack.
There we go. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, Slack. Post-show starts now, guys.
Midnight music.
Wow, what timing with that, too.
Yeah, I had to restart it.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Well, when I finish, like, we'll see you soon. That's when the midnight music thing came out. I was like, oh, that was good.
Just about, and that's
Yeah.
what we call blind luck.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome, guys, to our post show. It's Cody Return to Stardust. I'm sorry, I forgot I had this. It's
That's remarkable.
welcome to our post show. I don't know why my box is so small. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger right there and just move it over. There we go, folks. A little bit chubby. Let's slim it down the cheeks. There we go. Perfect. Oh man. I love the tweets I find, especially during Chamber. The Chamber is where you find some, during premium live events or pay-per-views, when you find some really awesome tweets, like this one about Austin Theory.
Austin Theory, dude, what a riot.
Or Matt. We didn't even talk
Austin
about
Theory
Matt.
coming back to Raw on Monday. That's pretty good.
We didn't even talk about Madcap Moss taking one of the most one of the
Dude.
scariest bumps I've ever seen.
Dude. Off the top of his head.
Yeah. Apparently he was fine. Like he went backstage and he went to protocol and he was cleared and he like went around and apologized to everybody. He's like, I'm sorry.
Kid took a hell of a beating.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, Drew was over like Rover over there.
Yeah, he is. What does Drew do for Mania too?
Baron Corbin.
He's got to get again. No, my fault. It was Roman Drew about one time. It was Corbin retired Angle. You know, so it is what it is. But yeah, no, I was watching. Some guy got like an advanced little, I guess, beta copy of 2K22 for WWE in GM mode.
Mm-hmm.
So he took you through like the first 15 minutes. And so here's what I've gathered. They give, so you can, like I said, you pick whatever, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK. And you can pick your GM and all that hot stuff. So then you can also, you start out with about like 2.75 million.
Uh-huh.
And that's your budget to sign your people and put on your show. Okay, but
It's not a lot. That's not a lot of cash.
It's not really. And they start you out 4 weeks from WrestleMania Backlash. So you start out right after WrestleMania.
Like Raw after Mania.
Pretty much. Raw, SmackDown after Mania. And you can go like between like, it's like 11, you can go 11 week season, 27 and like 50 or some shit like that. So you like build up to a year essentially. How long you can go, and so you use that, and so you get to draft your people round by round. You can draft as many or as little people as you want.
Yeah.
You also, as depending on how far you go, because like you don't start out with your actual like SmackDown set. You like build to it based on the revenue stream that you get.
Really? You gotta get different. Okay, that's interesting. You gotta upgrade your set.
You have to upgrade your set. You have to upgrade your crew and your production value with money and stuff too. So, also whatever cash you put in and everything like that, you can, or like if you listen to Triple H, Triple H is like the commissioner. Triple H will give you a directive. If you complete that objective or directive, he'll give you like some sort of bonus thing. Like you get your talent. Well, you give your talent like a spa day or something, so that their stamina's better.
Mm-hmm.
Or something to boost their morale. But if you don't, but like you still the GM, so you can still do whatever you want. So you can totally like not do that. And so the way that they've set it up, from what I've seen in the menu screen, is that you're able to do an opening match, a mid card, and then your main event. Then you can also do a promo, and you can do an advertisement.
Oh, okay.
As well. And that's what you do for the week. Obviously, singles matches cost nothing. If you do stipulations,
That costs money.
that costs money. Yeah. And then you get feedback. You can either watch the match, you can wrestle the match yourself, and you get feedback from the fans. But you also see, like, if somebody starts a natural rivalry. So if somebody starts a natural rivalry, you obviously start pairing them in other matches together throughout the weeks to keep that rivalry going, if it's as long as it's positive. But you also get to choose your champion.
Oh, so I can make like Dolph Ziggler be my champion.
To start the show, yeah.
Oh, there goes ratings.
But the other thing to think about is that there are people who are assigned heels and faces, which you can switch before you actually start, so you can switch them in the draft. But also people have different fighting styles too.
Right.
So you got to match. You not only have to match heels and faces, you also have to match fighting styles or mix and match to see who goes well with what. So like you wouldn't have all like technical people on your card, because then it'd be boring. Because you got to vary it up. You put like like a luchador versus a big man. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And that's pretty much how you duke it out. And then you have to communicate with your talent, see how the morale is. It's
keep them happy.
It's deep, dude. I'm very
balls deep, bruh.
I'm very excited for it. So excited because I have a lot of friends who are on PlayStation. Like, I want to do GM mode with you, and I have none of my friends on Xbox who kind of want to do it. I might get it for both consoles.
You can get it for both consoles.
So like, I'm gonna get the souped up edition for Xbox.
Okay.
And just do like the regular edition for PlayStation, just because the people want to do GM mode with me and they don't have it's not cross-platform yet.
Interesting.
Like if it was cross-platform, I'd just buy it once. Like MLB The Show is cross-platform, and so I could play against my PlayStation friends. On MLB The Show. Just to play GM mode against people. That's what I really want to do. Is like just go into a GM mode battle for like 50 weeks against somebody to see who has the better show and who can make the most money.
Dude, I've just on my PC. I've just been playing The Sims.
Well, that's what me and Planet Coast are now. Planet Coast is my Sims.
An Elimination Chamber. Mr. Wild Pete did not like Elimination Chamber at all.
Oh no, he did not.
Elimination Chamber of bull. Money sign, hashtag, exclamation point, plus sign. I wonder what that could be.
I don't know. Hieroglyphics?
Maybe. Oh, shit. Bullshit. Come on. How bad could it have been?
Did you know Trish Stratus can still do a handstand?
Doesn't surprise me. How hard is it to do a handstand? I can't do one.
She can do a handstand and a split. I'm watching it on her Twitter right now. I was thinking that Trish Stratus is also like a fitness model.
That she is.
Or was a fitness model.
We'll tie to that.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. That came up in my newsfeed. Troy Aikman's leaving Fox.
Really? They want to bring in the other Manning brother?
Who?
Peyton?
Payne would not be a good analyst. Not a color commentator, I don't think. But it says Troy Aikman is now finalizing a deal to leave Fox to become the main analyst for Monday Night Football. The deal is expected to listen to this. The deal is expected to be 5 years, worth around $17.5 million per season.
That's a lot.
That's a quarterback contract,
right? Dead ass.
That's a QB contract. Are you out of this world? My God. What's going on in the Twitter world as we shoot the shit real quick? Russia's about to invade Ukraine. Yeah, we know.
I don't know what to think about that whole situation.
I haven't really been following. I just know it's Putin being Putin again.
It's no bueno, I can tell you that.
Yeah, no. Apparently Eddie Kingston's putting on a good show right now.
Where's Eddie fucking Kingston?
Oh yeah, Eddie's cutting another promo.
You're nothing like a good old Eddie Kingston promo. No shit.
I just
right?
found this. Somebody said someone took a picture of Thanos. It's from NFL. I mean, it says Thanos with human skins is just like an NFL offensive line coach. Oh, I would send it to you. Shit is fucking wild. Oh, why'd I just fucking do it every... Whatever. Bring it in. Mr. Prince has a question.
What you got, Fretzy?
If they weren't doing title versus title, who do you think would have been vying for a WWE title?
Against Roman?
No, WWE.
Oh, WWE? Against who? Bobby?
It'd be essentially Bobby, yeah.
Um,
Or you said, well, it doesn't have to be Bobby. Who do you think would be vying for it? I would have loved KO and Seth.
I would have liked KO and Seth. I don't know if that's a oh my
event.
God, what the fuck am I looking at? That is terrifying.
Thanos
It's like Michael Keaton put on too much weight.
Thanos with human skin.
That's quite the visual. Yeah, Bobby would be. I would have minded seeing KO and Seth. Otherwise, I think Bobby would have went up against
Biggie.
No, that push is dead in the water. That push is as good as Liv Morgan's push.
It's a shame.
I don't know who, like, I can't think of anything for other than title for title unless you really built up AJ or Edge.
AJ would have been great. AJ would have been real dope.
It's like no one was really built up for it, you know?
Yeah. Unless it would have been Seth going for something, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, you could have done Seth, but he still has beef with Roman.
Yeah.
Unfinished business, as they say in the business.
Yes, that is very true.
Good question, though, Frats. What else you got?
Yeah, I don't know who else would be. Let me go back to. Oh, good job, Frats. Frats actually said he's lost. Frats lost 20 pounds recently.
Attaboy, Fretsy. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now celebrate with a Twinkie.
Well, apparently I think it's his alcohol consumption, it sounds like.
Maybe it's just all the stress from what Trudeau is doing up there.
Dude, I heard it's wild up there.
Dude, they were freezing bank accounts.
And truckers are like stopping roads, stopping people from like crossing roads or something like that.
Well, they shut down the Capitol. Yeah.
Yeah. It is. Oh my God, it's pretty wild. I was like, dude, what is going on up there?
That's what you call a protest. They're protesting the mandates.
Yeah, it's very true. But I heard it got like out of hand. I've heard some sort of like truckers getting out of hand, but
Well, I guess you had to define
out of hand, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you believe what you want to believe. Oh, you know what I started watching now that like there's no Marvel or Star Wars or anything on at the moment?
Yeah, wait until May. You're almost there.
Wait till March. Fucking the Batman comes out next week.
The movie?
Yeah, March 4th.
Dude, with Robert Pattinson, I am cautiously optimistic.
There's already talks for a sequel.
Of course there is. Wait until it makes no money. I think he's going to be a great Batman.
I'm not sold on the story. That's
probably a shitty Bruce Wayne, but I'm a big fan of the Riddler.
I think the Riddler's going to steal the show.
Yeah, it's like what the Riddler and Penguin are the villains.
No, it's Riddler and Catwoman.
Is she really a villain though?
Actually, I think she's trying to bang Batman. Like,
isn't Catwoman always trying to bang Batman?
That's true. Anne Hathaway did try to bang. What the fuck is his name?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, because they ended up being together at the end in France. Yeah. I don't know. The thing about it is, like, I know it's Batman. I know we kind of know what the story is all the time, but there's always a different wrinkle, and they haven't really revealed what the wrinkle is.
Yeah. Who's directing it?
For the Batman?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Roman Polanski.
Is it Roman Polanski?
No, we'd be fucked if it was, though.
Let me see. Because I want to get tickets to the Batman, to be really honest. It is...
Rets, what's Batman Hush?
Yeah, I know. It's directed by Matt Reeves.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I also finished Peacemaker, which I thought was really fucking funny. Oh, there's a train. Peacemaker's a really good show. John Cena's a lot better than expected. But I started watching the Bel-Air remake, or the Fresh Prince remake.
How is that?
If you go into it thinking you're going to get another comedy spoof, you're going to be totally disappointed.
Like, I heard it was a drama.
It's a drama, yeah.
Like, we're showing the drugs and crime of Bel-Air. It's like, well, what?
Well, not really with Drugs and Crimes of Bel-Air, but it's a modern rendition. It's a modern, serious rendition of the Fresh Prince story. The everything's like how he gets to Bel-Air is essentially the same.
Honestly, dude,
But I like it.
I don't think that's a bad concept, but don't call it Bel-Air.
Well, you can't call it the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No, I'm saying this like you can take that Fresh Prince idea, that Bel-Air idea, but the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has a very certain. Now you hear Fresh Prince, you think of a certain thing. You think of Will Smith being ridiculous.
But I think that's why you called it Bel-Air.
Right, but I think you still have that same connotation to it.
I mean, after watching the first episode, I was like, okay, this is different. But I liked it. But like,
Just call it something else, dude. Just call it something else and pretend it's original.
Well, you couldn't because Will Smith had his hand in the project too, so I think that's why they called it Bel-Air. But I think that's also what got people to watch. It's getting people to watch the show. Like the kid who plays Will Smith in there is a good Will Smith, and like they use a lot of more common vernacular and slang.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's in there, but he's not a butler. He's a house manager.
Sure.
Which is cool. Hillary is a social media influencer who took a gap year from college or dropped out of college and became a social media influencer. Ashley is still a young child at this point. Carlton plays lacrosse and snorts Xanax.
What?
Exactly.
He plays lacrosse and snorts Xanax?
Yep.
Wait, so you're using the same characters too?
No. Completely different people.
But same names, or is it the character
Same
Carlton?
names. Same names. Yeah.
So the guy's name is Carlton.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, that's even weirder.
Jazz is an Uber driver. And he's got dice in the mirror. That's how him and Will meet. It's like there are little callbacks to like the original stuff. You know, like he shows up at the house for the first time, and she's like, and his Aunt Vivian is like, "Will, are you okay?" It's like, "I'm alright. I got one little fight, and my mom got scared. You know how it is." You know, they throw in lines like that.
Stupid.
But I'm telling you, you know how like the Bel-Air man's like, "Wow, that's a sick house."
Yeah.
This house is unbelievable. It's really funny. One of Jazz's first ones.
Is it on cable?
It's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock. Okay.
Yeah. I think the fifth episode came out, so they debuted on Super Bowl Sunday with 3. So you saw the first 3 came out initially.
That's smart.
And then now they're on to episode 5, I believe is the next one. It was really funny. So they show up to the house, and Jazz goes, "Man, you didn't tell me your family was white." But it's I like it so far. I like it a lot, and like I said, they do a lot of little tropes to the old show, but it's not the same show. A little bit more of a serious tone, but I like it. Watch the first episode. Let me tell me what you think.
We'll see.
Let's say watch the first episode.
I didn't watch that much regular Fresh Prince.
Oh, it's
on
Fresh
HBO.
Prince, yeah, the Fresh Prince is very rewatchable though.
I know.
It still
holds up. It still holds up. Like, dude, Seinfeld still holds up. That show was on the 80s. Like, it started like 88 or whatever.
The Fresh Prince is so fucking good. So good. Because I watched the Fresh Prince reunion. And they talked about how they broke every rule of sitcom comedy. Like when they first did it, because like there were rules that you just didn't do it. Like you never broke the fourth wall,
right?
In a sitcom, and they did it all the time. And they actually showed like how bad of an actor Will was. Like in the first couple episodes of The Fresh Prince, Will was so nervous he memorized everybody's lines.
Right. No, I think you've told me this before.
And he was mouthing. He was mouthing everybody.
Yeah, he was mouthing their lines.
And Hillary was like, "Stop it!" She's like, "What? Doing that?"
Driving me crazy.
But yeah, no, there was a lot of interesting stories. Like they broke the fourth wall a lot. The story of how Will got the job was great. He was at a party at Quincy Jones's house, and he brought in the executive. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna audition for his part right now," and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Dude, I'm at a party. Like, no, you're auditioning for his job right now." And so Quincy Jones brings him into like into his office where there's like Grammys among awards. It's Quincy Jones is a fucking icon in music, and he goes, "Listen, Will, I don't care how drunk you are or anything that's going on right now. Everybody that needs to make a decision on this television show is in that room. So you're going to get it together and you're going to audition right now."
Oh my God.
And that's how the show came to be.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's, oh my God.
I've been saying this a lot recently. Will Smith needs an Oscar.
Yeah, he does.
He really does. He makes a lot of shitty movies, don't get me wrong.
And so's The Rock.
He is a great actor.
I mean, he was nominated for Ali and he didn't win, correct?
Nominated for Ali, lost. What year did Ali come out?
04?
04? So I think it might have been earlier than that.
Hold on, let me check.
He was also nominated for Pursuit of Happiness. I looked it up who he lost to recently. He definitely deserved it. I think he lost to Denzel on Training Day for Ali.
2001 is when Ali came out.
All right, so look at 2002 Oscars. 2002 Best Actor. I think it's Training Day.
Yeah, it was Denzel.
Yep, Training Day. Yep.
Which, I mean, I can't blame him.
No, he won. I mean, Ali was good, but Training Day was such a character.
Yeah.
And then Pursuit of Happiness was 2006, I believe.
Something like that.
In 2007 was so Forrest Whitaker for Last King of Scotland, which I didn't see.
I didn't see it either. But I mean, I loved him in I Am Legend.
Yeah, it's great in I Am Legend.
That
was Will's box office phase.
It was him being in Castaway. Essentially, I Am Legend is Will Smith in Castaway.
Kind of.
Except he talked to more people.
Yeah, he had a dog to talk to.
Yeah. And he had a mannequin.
He did have the mannequins.
That's one of my favorite lines. When he's like,
"Are you real? You were real the whole time?"
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Frank.
The hell where are you supposed to be? And he goes,
at the same time, I was just like, bro, you should know better than this. I was like, come on, dude. Like, your dog's still alive. Like, you haven't lost your mind yet.
Then he goes back to the record store. "My friend said I should say hi to you." So good.
Hello.
Yeah, no, he needs to get a Best Actor for something.
Yeah, he's nominated this year.
For what?
King Richard.
It's on HBO. I have to watch King Richard.
And now I do too. That's the thing. I didn't want to see it. Now I fucking have to see it.
I wanted to, forgot about it. want to watch it now. Because I had a feeling, I was like, oh, it's going to be a great movie. He's nominated for Best Actor.
I think Best Actor, Supporting Actor, one or the other.
So who's he going up against?
Dude, I don't know. I don't recognize any of the movies this year.
No,
I recognize very little. Let me look.
Let me see. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Andrew Garfield, Benedict Cumberbatch, Javier Bardem, Denzel.
Whoa.
Yeah, Best Actor.
When did Denzel come out with The Tragedy of Macbeth? I mean, I know Macbeth.
Dude, Denzel has been nominated for Best Actor or Supporting Actor each of the last 3 or 4 years for movies you've never heard of.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah. Dude, he's been doing incredible work lately. Like, his last few movies. Have you seen Fences?
No, I heard Fences was good.
Fences is outstanding because it's like a play.
Okay.
Like it's on stage. So like it's all the characters are doing really long, like kind of like monologues
Oh.
The conversations just kind of keep flowing and like it's a dialogue movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's acted like it's on play, so they're moving around set a lot and like long dialogues. And
Gotcha.
he's just wow.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't win, but he was. I thought he should have won. I thought he was
Yeah.
magnificent.
Yeah. Ooh, Red Dragon got AEW title shot at Revolution. Yay! Good job, Red Dragon. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, someone went on a tangent. I think it was Kevin Smith. The guy who does Jay and Silent Bob. It's Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
right?
Kevin Smith. So about the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Oscars are bullshit, dude. I'm done
Yeah.
with the Oscars.
So is Kevin Smith. His argument was like he goes, you're telling me out of all the nominees for picks every year, you couldn't give one nomination to the highest grossing movie of like the last 3 years?
Yeah.
He's talking about Spider-Man. He's like, because
Spider-Man.
it's absolute bullshit. Like, he's like, he went off on a tangent. He's like, what the? It's like, are you fucking serious? Like,
Well, dude, here's the problem with the Oscars. They are the definition of just liberal elite.
I was like, who votes on the Oscars?
Because I'm serious, they think of their movie as the theater, the arts, the commoners do not touch my shit because it smells like peppermint and gold. Right? Like, that's the Oscars. They
Yeah.
really look down at superhero movies and like Marvel movies. It's like, oh, this is what the commoner likes. Like, it's just.
It's stupid.
And they all go up there with their fucking gold-ass statues talking about how they care about the environment when the dress they're wearing was made by fucking slaves and mud. And they fly around in private jets and don't give a fuck. It's just like they're the fakest motherfucking people in most elite bullshit. They go through their social messages that just don't mean anything. Oh, my God. It's just shut the fuck up.
I still don't know how people watch the Oscars. Like, I never found them entertaining.
You ever seen Ricky Gervais on the Golden Globes rant?
No.
Dude, I'll send it to you. Like 2 years ago, Ricky Gervais, he took a shot at Apple when Tim Cook was in the crowd. Like, he just goes off. And it was just like, dude, he's like, I don't even give a fuck anymore. He's like, it's my last time doing this. I don't care. I'll just come up here, take your little trophy, and fuck off.
Nice.
Dude, it was the greatest thing I've ever heard. It's so fucking true. That's what's the problem with the Oscars. And it's like I'm just not watching this bullshit anymore.
Ooh, Austin Aries is going to Cyan Wrestling.
Of course he is. Can't wait till he walks out of there too.
Oh, Austin Aries. The Academy Award. I wonder, like, who is the Academy?
Or the Academy.
Who is the Academy?
Paul Heyman.
Could you imagine? That's what the Oscars and the Academy Awards and all that shit needs. They need a little bit of WWE and pro wrestling shenanigans to get people interested again.
Yeah, they just need to get off their fucking high horse and listen to what
too.
people actually like.
And go to the movies to see.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like this is what regular Americans are watching. It's like I'm sick of. I don't even know where to watch these movies.
Yeah, what was it? Green Book won like best picture. Like, who watched Green Book? Like,
it was in theaters, but it's just like also the movies are so fucking sad and depressing, and they make me want to fucking kill myself because they're just like you watch these, you're just like last year the story was about like the first 40 minutes, like this woman had to do a birth at home, and she like had a midwife, and the midwife fucked up, and her baby was born and died after 4 minutes.
ooh,
Like that's the plot of the movie. That's the opening scene. And this was like a Best Picture nomination, and the whole story is about like how like the man and the woman just handled the tragedy differently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's focused on the woman. It's just like, dude, like I get the social commentary, but for fuck's sake, do you want me to? I should probably have eaten before I saw this because I feel like I want to jump out my fucking building. Just so sad. Another one, Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor last year for The Father. And don't get me wrong, the movie is a masterpiece. Anthony Hopkins is the performance of his career, and that's fucking saying something.
Yeah.
So it was about Anthony Hopkins, who has Alzheimer's.
Ooh, that's hard to play.
And his daughter is taking care of him at home and going through what it's like to raise someone with, like, trying to take care of someone with Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a twist because, like, he kind of hallucinates. You don't really know what's true or not, which is...
Oh, so it's seen through his eyes.
It's seen through his eyes, so you can't trust what you're seeing because he can't trust what he's seeing because he has fucking Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so fucking sad, but also it's magnificent. It really is art. That is an Oscar movie, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's just like, it's so sad. Why is this for Best Picture? Because I just want to see Tom Holland and his cute face and his tight ass swing around New York, right? That should be nominated.
Didn't him and Zendaya like just buy a house in New York too?
They bought a house in Spain.
They bought a house. Oh, Spain. Never. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I know they're at the Ranger game the other day because someone's like, "Oh, I just ran into Tom Holland and Zendaya," and I was like, "Motherfuckers."
Yeah.
Fucking Ranger fans, of course they fucking are.
I'm rooting for them. They're a great couple.
They're so young looking. They just look like.
Dude,
They're like a high school couple.
Relationship.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny because like once they break up, like Tom Holland's gonna go marry like a super model, right? And like Zendaya's gonna marry that dude who looks like Mac Miller on Euphoria, right? Like this is like their first relationship. It's their first Hollywood relationship. Both of them, they're fucked. Like, this relationship's gonna end tomorrow.
Are you gonna go see Uncharted? I know Uncharted had a huge box office.
I heard it was awful. I heard it flopped.
I heard it made. From what I saw, it made 44 million domestic, 144 global.
Dude, I heard it was awful.
Really?
I heard it was awful.
Interesting.
Which doesn't surprise me. It looked off. First off, have you played the games?
I've never played Uncharted.
Okay, you'll probably like it then because you've never played the games. Let me tell you, Mark Wahlberg is a total miscast for Sully.
I've heard the same thing from Will.
It's just like Sully is... Have you ever seen Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell?
Oh, no, I'm anti-Will Ferrell, so no, I haven't.
Okay, you haven't? But Mike Ditka's in that movie. And that is what Sully is like. He's like Mike Ditka from that movie.
Gotcha.
It's a wisecracking, cigar-smoking guy with a scotch, and he's fatter and older. And you have Marky Mark.
Okay, so yeah, they made 144 million gross so far, off of one weekend.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll see. I'm not gonna go see it.
I'm not gonna go see it.
It's not my jam. I'm waiting.
Dude, it takes a lot for me to go to a theater. Not gonna like it. It had to take Spider-Man to go to the theater. I'm not like a big theater guy.
There are talks about they might. It's just because Spider-Man just beat Avatar. Because Avatar needs to keep going down the line, like going.
Yeah,
down.
thank God.
Yeah.
Although me and Jazz do need to go see Lightyear.
I want to see Lightyear too.
Dude, I am so excited. She's going to see Sonic 2, which is whatever. Fine, I'll bite the bullet. But
I never saw Sonic 1, but when I saw Knuckles in Sonic 2, I was like, ooh.
I also never played Sonic.
Oh, so you don't have the connection.
Lightyear, that's gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
I had a Buzz Lightyear doll.
Like, are they toys or are they the actual characters?
I think they're the actual characters.
They should be the actual characters. They don't
They're
need
the actual
toys.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Buzz Lightyear. Here it is. It's a Buzz Lightyear movie that Andy would go see in theaters.
Yes. Yeah.
It's perfect. It's gonna be perfect. I can't wait.
And they go up against Zurg.
Dude, I really hope the opening scene is like Andy as a kid going to the movie theater with his mom.
That would be really cool.
That would be that's a Pixar tie-in that they just get so perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Fretz, you had a Sonic birthday when you turned 11. I need to hear more about the Sonic themed birthday.
Yes, Fretz, please call in if you can.
A Sonic themed birthday. Oh man. We don't need it. We had a Mario Brothers movie in the 80s and it was so.
Dude, I heard there was this dog shit.
That's what I mean by so. It was weird. You know why? Because it was live action.
Yeah. Like like what they really did. Have you seen Detective Pikachu?
Yes, I love that movie.
Dude, that movie is so good. Like, that movie had no business being that good. The Mr. Mime.
I love Psyduck and how everybody tries to keep Psyduck calm from having anxiety attack. They're like, no, relax.
Dude, it just hit every beat. They got every Pokemon down perfectly.
I bought Detective Pikachu. Like, I have it as part of my digital collection.
And Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu was a great casting choice.
Oh, yeah.
No, who was Pikachu? Because it was Ryan
No,
Reynolds.
it's Ryan
guy.
Reynolds, yeah.
It was Ryan. So who was the regular guy?
Also Ryan Reynolds.
Also, okay, it was also Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Yeah, it was also Ryan Reynolds because his dad had died and went into the body of Pikachu.
Right.
Type thing.
Dude, it's such a fun movie.
Oh, it was.
And that's
so
what
good.
the new Pokemon game does right for the Switch.
Yeah.
Like it's fun, it's addicting, and it's so smooth. It's so clean. Like what's the last Pokemon game you played?
Oh my god. Oh, years ago. I don't know.
Like, you know how like you have to do something if you want to like throw a Pokeball, you have to go into your bag and like, are you sure you want to throw a Pokeball? And like it's like, dude, it was so close. You're pretty much just pressing A for like 4 minutes straight just to get through all the fucking unnecessary text boxes.
Yeah.
This game takes all of that away.
Nice.
It trims the fat of Pokemon games and just makes it fun and seamless.
So apparently Mr. Prince is saying Switch is a free Pokemon TV app with a big chunk of the old cartoons. It's in the eShop.
Wait, what do they have? A free Pokemon TV app with a big chunk of the... Oh, let me open my... The Pokemon TV app, how do I find that?
I don't know.
Oh, Nintendo eShop, probably.
Yeah, he said it's in the eShop. Oh my god, I love to take a Pikachu. It's a great movie.
I gotta re-enter... Fucker, I'm not entering my fucking password. I'll do this tomorrow if I have to.
But no, I'm very interested in Sonic. I just watched Sonic 1. I heard Jim Carrey plays a great villain.
Of course he does. He's great in everything. Name me a bad Jim Carrey movie. I'll wait.
Yeah, no, I don't remember any. He said just search for it.
I know. I gotta sign in first.
Oh my god. Detective Pikachu. Such an amazing movie. Pokemon Legends Arceus is good.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's
I mean, it's definitely not completed yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the next one they release is gonna be so much better, and that's when you should buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally happy being a beta tester. Essentially, what this game is. But it's so much fun. It's so good. It's a lot of tedious rinse, wash, and repeat with the crafting system.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Sonic 3 has Knuckles. Sonic 3 is confirmed. Interesting. Which means Metal Sonic. Huh. I wonder. Well, question for you from a tech perspective.
Uh-huh.
Could we stream this show on our Discord or not?
That's a question for OBS.
I'm curious real quick.
If OBS connects to Discord, then sure. If Discord has an RTMP plugin, then most definitely, probably.
Let me see.
Let me. Oh, software download. It's downloaded. Actually, let me go back and what else they got here. Bring. Because when you enter a voice channel,
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it does.
you can turn your camera on, or you can share your screen. That wouldn't work. Go live applications. Oh no, Skype. Oh, we could go live from Skype. Like here, I'm in there now.
What, on voice?
Yeah, if you go to the KOTR, like Mr. Fretz, if you're here, go to the War Lounge and see what you can see on my screen. If it's probably
I
just
see. You can see pretty much my screen from your screen.
I'm seeing my screen. Like, what are we seeing here?
Let me see. I know exactly.
Like in Discord, what are you seeing when you go to my screen?
I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, I'm just seeing your screen.
You're seeing like our MGK right here?
No, I'm seeing what you're sharing right now.
But like, do you see my mouse cursor going over?
Yeah.
So it's going like, here's your face.
Yep.
Oh, that's probably because Skype isn't. Can I go to full screen here?
Let me get out of this lounge because I'm double hearing you through my speakers.
Yeah, I had you muted. How can I go full screen? If only Skype wasn't so stupid. Enter full screen. No. Now what are you seeing? Still.
Oh, let me check. I'm still seeing the same shit.
Same shit? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
what's up,
Frets.
Frets?
They can't hear. They can't hear it on the real stream, but Frets is here, folks.
Hey, why don't you do that? Because I can hear Frets in I can hear him in Discord. My stream is still
Hold on a
running.
second.
Okay.
Hold on. No one's saying anything but Frets. Frets, give me a sentence. Yeah, no, nothing. I didn't see anything but moved. It's not coming through on the actual stream recording. Like I thought it.
No, you would need to route.
I'd have to route Frets in.
You would need to route Discord into OBS.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Which I don't know if you can do. But I'm getting Frets on my mixer. I think.
He's not coming in on. He's not showing up on the OBS through your channel.
You know, he wouldn't. That wouldn't make any sense. But he's definitely coming in through my mixer.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I'm out of the voice chat or whatever. But just something to think about. That. Bless you.
That was for you, Mr. Frets. Right in your ears.
Would that be interesting to see if we can do exclusive stream, do our post show on fucking Discord?
I sneezed all over my fucking Switch.
All right, everything's uploaded, right?
Really, Frets? You beat it a week ago? Is it? It's that quick of a game?
Jesus. I might go on this voice channel afterwards when we're done. But we're done?
Yeah, Ricky, end the stream, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna end the stream. We're out of here.
Let's just hop into Discord. We can talk.
We're gonna hop into Discord for an exclusive post show and all that hot stuff. So see you guys next week.
Ricky, show's uploaded, by the way.
Midnight music.